I'ma body anybody's beats. Leading up to my own projects, after my projects, in between my projects, cover for the weight. Little sangria in my system. Look. I learned to play the players from mom. Ain't a song that I exaggerated on. It's raining cats and dogs, saturated lawn. Leaders in my condom past the grain of song. They had to wait on palms and knees. Praise the God mighty. Universe in my flesh, awkward speech. Melted out my pores years ago. Used to be offbeat as Blueface baby. Now like wanting babies, they fair flow. Couldn't grow with me and your new boy got weak seeds still. Pray it all heal. Achilles and whose ass? Please stop with the jokes. Finally in my bag, mixing in my mind of the broke. Couple weeks sober, used to be higher than opera notes. I'm sonning any nigga spitting written fatherly quotes. You don't bother me, blokes, and she a free but a geek. And what I mean, you read Potter, you Poe. All cool guys ain't been cool since we started heating up. You can kick it, we gon' see the dust. No war is infinite, your end game too limited. She want MK from Lee, that's really gon' finish it. Yeah, you a nice dame, you ain't worth that price range. I'm lame cause I wouldn't give you my change. Why you staying quite sane? Pussy to the table, get your cat off my cloth. Rap sex don't get you gift, bitch, that's in the clause. Spring fling, word to May, you too happy to call. Far from home with my back to the wall. Trying to trap me with the cutting hole, had to be saw. I've been cooking but I'm actually raw, yeah. I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck, TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand held. Give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question bomber like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my dick can ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they sold that, show it. I swear my flow how potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm wondering yourself a victim. Hell's free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses what I give the masses. My whole all there no walls. I ain't kissing asses. The shit and I
Oh my god, it was Mike Myers.
I told you it was Mike Myers. Have I ever been wrong before? Anyways, so like...
Knowledge, I got key consumption, Super Saiyan, water, I eat a peanut doesn't put your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me.
I think we're live. Are we live? Please, for the love of God, be live. This has been a journey. We're live. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Jesus.
Hey Creighton, how are you?
I'm
Welcome
good.
to the Shirts Off podcast.
I've been here for like hours.
Bro, how long? Okay, first off. Now we're live. Right? Wait, are we live?
Are we live?
We're live. Chicken permission. Oh, Snipes. Oh, Snipesy Snipes. Yeah, Quentin wants us to all really get serious about looking for a place. That is a thing that is happening.
I'd be down.
Right?
I mean, I've got stuff going on, but like, I'd be down.
When you say you got stuff going on, what do you mean?
Like, oh, are we live? Or...
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay,
We're
okay.
live,
I thought
live.
we were, because like some of the stuff that's going down, like I didn't know would be cool enough to talk on the podcast about. So like,
I mean, it's up to you. If it's
oh
if it's
well,
certain
I
things that
mean,
are
like
going
it's
down.
nothing like super personal. I mean, like I don't know. For those of you that don't know, I'm like on a cot right now in my grandma's living room. It's been that way
okay.
for like about a month. Or not a month, my bad. Sorry, time is like not real to me, I guess. It's been, what, like 4 months? Something like that? 5 months? Who can keep count anymore? The point is, it's been a while. I know, because my back is a constant reminder. And like, Although, technically speaking, I'm in the right place to, theoretically, because I got all my shit still packed up.
I mean, yeah, that's good. I don't know. I mean,
Physically, I'm there.
I was gonna say, like, between the three of us, I don't think there's a better time for any of us than in the past, like, 5. Like, we've talked about this before, you know, when we were all on TV, we talked about it.
The only thing...
When we were in college, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about it a few times, and no other time has ever come to fruition. And I think the main reason was that all three of us, at any one time, none of the three of us were really ever super ready.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we're all so ready to do something like that.
The only, like, real thing for me probably is, like, I do worry about my grandma a little bit, like, not having me there during the day. Because, like, generally by the time I'm going to work and everything, like, I know people are about to be there.
Yeah.
And, like, there's been, like, a couple of situations that have happened, like, while I've been there during the day that I'm like, I don't know, like, if, like, it's a good thing that I'm there, you know? But other than that, like, I'm down, you know what I mean?
Snipes recommends that she just move in with us.
My grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great, actually.
No.
Could you imagine her and Quentin interacting with
Bro, it would be hilarious.
Oh, my God. Oh, I don't know if I should... Did I tell you about what happened the other day? Like, the things she said about ABC?
No, but let's just steer
Let's not-
away.
okay.
I don't know.
I think that was kind of hilarious.
I'm just afraid of what might be said.
No,
I don't know.
That was the best.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Well, yeah. Anyways, so Dr. Phil's selling his house.
Okay, so get to this. You wanted to tell me, I said not to, so we could talk about it on here.
Okay, so I don't know. I know you're in our group chat, but like my dad sent a tweet out today.
Oh my god.
Into the group chat about Dr. Phil selling his house for $5.75 billion or $1 million.
Million probably.
Million.
There's
probably.
no billion.
Hold on, wait. And let me show you a picture of this, or you pull it up however you want to do it. You gotta scroll up a little bit because we got into a bit of an argument.
Like argument, or
it was more of a debate.
Like playful debating.
So while we were discussing
5.75 million, not billion.
But look at a picture of this place.
I see it. I'm on it right here.
So, and if you can pull up a picture for
what?
The people. Yeah, like.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me show chat.
And it's very like if I looked at that picture and I didn't know Dr. Phil lives there, like I wouldn't have guessed that Dr. Phil lives there. Like, look at that.
Look at the guns.
Why is there so many guns? It looks like.
Look at the like. I love the carpet.
Like
bro.
there's
like
so much going on in this house, and that was the first part of what we were talking.
He's a
about.
very bro, Batman and Joker, bro. I want this pool table.
And there's a lot of like weird Lego teddy bear statues.
Well, his kids are pretty cool people. Like weird cool, like us cool. Like, tell me we wouldn't have shit like that if we could afford it.
That's fair, but I wasn't expecting.
His friends
to
are
see
really
that
good
stuff
friends
in
with
Batman.
Sophie Turner. Or his friends. His kids are very good friends with
I don't
Sophie
know who that
Turner.
is.
That is Sansa from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
And the Jonas Brothers, and she married Nick Jonas, and they're all really good friends. Like, she's been on his show now. Like, they're like, she's like, it feels weird being friends with Dr. Phil, and not just because like I'm friends with his kids. Like, we're friends, and she's like, yeah, it's true, we're pretty good friends. Like, you know, Dr. Phil being Dr. Phil, he's funny.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like
that's
the best.
Dude,
People don't
that
understand.
actually played a factor in like our debate that we had spinning off of this, because like we got into a debate about who could beat who in a fight. If Steve Harvey could beat Dr. Phil in a fight.
Oh, bro.
And I was like, Dr. Phil's got like, okay, Steve Harvey might have him in age, but Dr. Phil has, you can still see his hairline, for one thing. And Dr. Phil can roast the fuck out of people.
I mean, look.
And he's got the endurance.
Well,
the man's been on TV for 25 years at least.
Yeah, okay, so you say all this. Steve Harvey's a badass. Steve Harvey could fuck up Dr.
Come on,
Phil.
man, don't do this to
Look,
me.
I love Dr. Phil.
Don't do this
I like
to
Dr.
me.
Phil more as a person. I think he's a cool person. I love Steve Harvey. I love them both. We gotta go into this understanding that I like both people. But, logistically, like, Steve Harvey just can't lose if there's a fight, if there's a physical fight
I don't
going
think
down.
so.
Bro, Steve Harvey can move.
think
Dr.
so.
Phil can't move.
Dr. Phil can move.
No,
have you
he
ever
can
seen
walk.
him? Have you ever seen him like strut up on stage? Like, oh my god.
Yes, but it's
The
not
man
the
just
same.
pumps iron every day.
Steve Harvey pumps iron every day. Steve Harvey grew up in the hood. What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying, bro. He's a beast.
I don't know.
Steve Harvey's like made it big late, and like he lived through his. And don't get me wrong, Dr. Phil like lived a normal, but Dr. Phil lived like a doctor life. He's a doctor. He's literally a doctor, like a psychiatrist. Like he's not like a cage fighting guy. Like Steve Harvey has probably fought and beat people up before. He's a big person. Like
That's true.
Dr. Phil's cool though.
Okay, so
My
what about like
my Minecraft house is worth $1 billion. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to read that.
what about like fuck. Okay, what about in a roast battle? That's what I was gonna say.
In a roast battle, I don't know. It's gonna be tough either way because Steve Harvey is a comedian. Like he's good at that. But I do agree with you that Dr. Phil, bro, Dr. Phil,
Like I wasn't even
Smart
like really
people are good
watching
at
his
like really smart.
So I don't really watch his show, but his show will come on like sometimes before I leave for work, and like he'll just casually roast the fuck out of people that he's got on this show. Like not even the people that like are on the show. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'll just be random people in the crowd.
It's amazing. He's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like genuinely, like actually funny. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mhm.
It is such a good podcast because he's like, people don't know who you are. They don't understand how cool of a person, like weird and like eccentric you are. He's like, I know, man. It's fucking crazy. it's so funny. It's so funny
Is
hearing
he in
Dr.
the
Phil.
suit? Like the suit?
Nah,
that
he's
he
wearing
always-
like normal clothes.
That's
it's
so,
so
weird.
funny.
I can't picture him in
It's
normal
so
clothes.
funny seeing him in like normal clothes, like cursing and talking about crazy shit.
Now, when you say
It's
normal
so
clothes, I'm imagining him in like a beanie
I'll
and
look
like
it up.
sweatpants.
I'll look it up.
and a
Hold on.
hoodie.
Nah, he's
For
not in
whatever
fucking
reason.
hipster
Like he's
clothes.
comfortable or whatever.
Hold on, let me do it.
He's got his sunglasses on. It's like, yeah, man, shit's crazy. He's got a cigarette in one hand.
He's wearing like a dress shirt,
Let me see.
but not even really a dress shirt. He is
Okay,
a big
so
man.
he's dressed how like I would imagine Dr. Phil being dressed.
There you go. Just like that. He's just like this.
And for a man of his
Boom.
age, like he hasn't really aged that much either. You know what I mean? Or like not physically, aesthetic wise, he doesn't look any older than how he did when I was a younger little toddler and I first saw him on TV.
I mean, you say that.
At least to me, at least.
Yeah, it's because you've only seen him in such a way for your, you know what I mean? Like when you look at somebody from 20 years ago that you've seen before and you look at them now, they might look similar because you've just been going along with, like my dad. My dad's lost like 70 pounds over the last like 4 or 5 months and I can't tell. But every time other people see him, they're like, damn, Brian, you lost all this weight. You know what I mean? Like I've been seeing him every week. So like I can't really tell as much as other people who only see him once every
Well, let's
however
pull
many
up
months.
like a picture, a comparison. Because didn't he used to just come in on Oprah like from time to time before he had his own
I
show?
believe so, yeah. Hold on.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Oh my god. I'm saving this video. I'm putting this in our joint chat so that we have it for later.
You're ugly.
I'm gonna get a soundboard built, and that's gonna be one of them.
You're ugly.
You're disgusting. I'm gonna kill you. Give me $200. That was amazing. That was the greatest thing I've seen in a while. Okay, what am I looking up now?
Like what he looked like before, like say
Dr.
20 years
Phil,
ago, I guess, compared to now.
Before and after picture career. Let's just see what he looked like. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. I'll look him up like old. Old picture of Dr. Phil. Okay, so like maybe this one.
Let me see.
Early the stream. So you've got like right here and right here. He looks pretty young, considering. Like
Yeah.
you can tell his
Like his
mustache
hair just
is-
looks darker.
Yeah, and like Dr. Phil now. Wait, what the fuck? Hello.
He's dropped all the way down. I saw Ed Helms in there for some reason.
So yeah, you know what? Okay. I mean,
See what I mean though? Like he looks.
He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good considering.
Yeah.
With that said, though, I still think Steve Harvey could beat the shit out of him.
I don't know, man. Dr. Phil's got the endurance.
I mean, you say that. I don't think he has the endurance.
I think he's got
What
the
makes you
endurance.
think he has the endurance?
Yeah, first of all, he's got a doctor's degree, which takes like a hell of a lot of patience and endurance mentally. Then he's been on TV for like ever doing the same shit, and people like still
If
watching.
someone paid you $90 million a year to sit right there and tell them your opinion on me, you'd do that.
Yeah, but I do that for free now,
I understand.
and I do it for that long, for 20 years for free as well.
Yes, but would you
You're just
also?
fun to make fun
Wouldn't
of.
you also do it for 20 years for $90 million a year,
I
or
mean, I
whatever
guess.
ridiculous?
I don't
money
know.
you're making?
Payment kind of takes out the whole like.
Oh my
edge of
God!
it.
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
What I'm
Like-
saying is he's not running track. Like he's not. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't
Don't
work
you
out.
know, Charlie? Judging people makes you stronger. I'm messing with you, but I get what you're saying.
I have to spit this gum out. If I keep chewing this gum, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, and you're gonna be smacking all in the ears of everybody
Exactly.
that's listening.
That's the main thing. I heard it. I was like, oh shit, I don't want to do that. I would roast Mr. Rogers for that.
Oh, damn.
Or Mr. Robinson. Imagine Mr. Eddie Murphy's version of Mr. Rogers from SNL.
Yeah.
Him versus like Dr. Phil, like just back and forth. That would be
That'd
hilarious.
So, anyways, that debate spiraled into like Oprah versus Judge Judy.
In the Discord?
Yes.
Our friends, bro.
And I was on the side of like Judge Judy.
Would win in a roast battle?
I don't know, like,
Or would just
so
win
we, first it started off
fight
as
or
like a
something.
straight out fight, and then we got to debating like legally could she win, and then I was like, I don't
What do
know,
you mean
she-
legally? could
like
she
I don't
win?
know, some kind of court case. It was very ill defined, but we were like, in
What
like
was the argument? Hold on. Back this up.
So first of all, it started off in like a physical like combat situation.
Oprah or Judge Judy?
Yeah, and I was like Judge Judy. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Judge Judy's old.
Yeah, but Oprah's older.
No, she's not.
Is she?
I don't know.
know.
Hold
I
on.
don't really know.
Judge Judy, age. She's 77.
Is she? No, she's not.
Yeah, she's
How-
12 years older than Oprah. Oprah's only 65.
Oof.
Yeah, and Oprah's way more fit now. Oprah's like a
That's true.
billionaire making all that. Like
That's
she's
true. And then we had a debate if she could beat her in like a court case or whatever.
Oprah got the weight advantage too. Facts.
That's
Oprah
fair.
has the weight
I
advantage.
feel like she's like shorter than Judge Judy too, so she's got that low gravity.
No, I think Judge Judy's small. Yeah, bro. She's just
I
up
know,
on
we
that
gotta see.
pedestal.
Let's look up some stats.
Yeah. Hold on. We're about to break this down. Judge Judy, height. She's 5'1", bro.
And how tall is Oprah?
Taller. 5'7". She's six.
Oh,
she's got
okay,
6
yeah, she's
inches
got-
on her in
Well,
height.
now I'm gonna throw her around the Judge Judy. She's got the low gravity.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
There's no way. This is on 46 kilograms. It has their weight.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Guys, what's kilograms?
We need a conversion chart.
Overall. I can't believe it has their weight on here. Okay, it doesn't have Oprah's. Okay. Oprah definitely weighs more than Judge Judy.
That's surprising. It's weird that it has Judge Judy, but not
some
Oprah's.
idiot. Hello, Mr. Flint.
Because she sells like a lot of like weight loss stuff, so I figured like her weight would be like, yeah, I weigh this much because I sell Total Gyms or whatever the fuck she's selling these days. There was a time where Oprah, every time I turned on TV, Oprah was selling some weight loss.
Judge Judy does look frail.
Yeah.
Creighton. Oprah's got the good wide base. It's been, oh man, I don't know, dude. I think Oprah fucks up Judge Judy. I'm trying to think who could beat Oprah. I feel like Whoopi Goldberg could fuck Oprah up though.
I don't know. What other older daytime television
Whoopi
hosts
Goldberg.
do we have?
She's in her like.
We got
60s.
Maury.
Maury's a dude. That's not.
No,
that's
but
not
Maury
the same.
versus who? What's Maury's equivalent?
Regis.
Regis? Jesus, have you seen Regis lately? Dude looks like he's dying.
He probably is dying. He's 900,000 years old.
And he's been on TV for like forever. He was on TV so much he had to retire.
Jerry
from TV.
Springer versus Maury.
Oh,
That's a solid.
Yeah,
that's a solid.
Yeah.
Oh,
We gotta look up the stats for that. Now.
yeah, the stats. Oh my god, I'm about to build like a chart. Jerry Springer, age 75, height 6 foot tall.
Oh, he's tall.
Maury Povich, age he's 80,
Oh my god.
and he's 6'1".
Oh, he's got that on Jerry.
He's got an inch. That's not much. How old was he? Was he 65?
No, he's 75. They're both old as fuck.
Wait. Yeah, fuck, bro. 75 and 80. Bro, how do they convince those guys to keep working?
They make a lot of money.
Yes, I understand that, Creighton, you fucking dildo. What I'm saying is, when you're 80 years old and you've been doing a ridiculously successful TV show for, what, 25, 30 years? Like...
Long enough that your kids remember.
Your kids will have money forever,
Yeah.
probably. You know, as long as you don't fuck it up, or your kids don't fuck it up. Like, how do you not want to just ride it out and go do other shit? Like you can't tell me Jerry Springer's like, I just love this shit. This is my dream. Like that's not his
Like
dream.
every day he gets to say, "You're the father."
Yeah,
or,
he's like,
"You're not the
I
father."
get to say it again, or whoever it is. But like, I don't see
I
him
don't
as
know.
like,
If somebody was paying you enough and you were in your 70s, would you keep doing it?
probably not. If I was in my 70s,
You don't want to tell somebody that they're the father? It's the T, man. I'm telling you, it's the T. He wants to know, like, are they the father or are they not the
I
father?
don't know. They all know ahead of time. It's all set
I
up.
know, but that's what I'm saying. He wants to know. Like, he wants people to want to
He'll
know.
find out either way. They'll replace him, and he'll get to find
No,
out.
but then
either
he'll
way.
have to watch the show like everybody else.
Oh
he
my
wants
God.
He wants to be the one to tell you. It's
I
the
just feel like-
gossip, I'm telling you.
I just feel like he'd probably rather go like like swimming or some shit.
I disagree.
Like, I feel like he'd like to go mini golf or go see Hawaii like go do shit.
He wants to know, man.
You know who seems like they have it the best is the Game Grumps. Those guys record videos like once a week for like a whole day. They sit down and play video games for like a whole day, once a week, and then they go live their lives. And those videos get chopped up by their editors. They put them out, and that's their job. You know, imagine working once a week, playing video games for hours with your friend, like your best friend, and you are laughing hysterically, going crazy, playing these awesome, fun games.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, but we're not gonna make money like they are.
Yeah. We could try, though.
We could try. I mean, I'd be
We
down.
should.
My only problem is that we would be the ones editing those videos.
Well, we got Quentin now. He can edit it. If
I
we
mean,
get,
you say that. We all need to. I keep. I'm fucking with your chair. Like I keep.
I
pushing
like
the button.
turned. I was like, oh
What's
my God.
happening? I don't know. We need to talk about moving in more. We need to figure out if we're gonna do that and when it's gonna be and where it's gonna be and if it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm letting you guys handle that.
See, that's what I told him. I said, "Here's the problem, Quentin. None of us are gonna do it. None of us we're talking about the 3 laziest people when it comes to doing shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
if you say, "Hey, move those boxes," gotcha, bro. I can move some boxes. But if you say, "Hey, look for and purchase or
It's just
begin
a
to
lot
rent a
of
house,"
work.
it's a lot. It's
It's
not
a lot
even
of like dumb work.
It's not that it's a lot of work, like actually doing the thing. If we found the first place and liked it, it would be amazing. The problem is we're not going to see the first place and like it and be okay with that. You know what I mean? We're going to like go through places and not like
Unless,
them. And,
like, see, you jinxing us now. We're gonna see the first place and be like, "Oh, this is amazing," and move in, and it's gonna be awful.
well, I think it'll be off. No, what I'm saying is,
It'll
what I'm
fall
saying
apart
is,
and sink into the ground.
well, that's what I'm saying is we're not going to find a place like that and not. We're going to go to the places and
Yeah.
figure out if we like them.
We just need to
Hello,
have a
Flip.
day.
What?
We just need to have a day where we can do it.
I told him. I said, "Yo, we need to.
We need a realtor.
We need someone to do it for us."
Oh, remember Amber from David's class? She's a realtor.
Oh yeah, I do remember her.
yeah, we could ask her.
Maybe.
Although the last time I talked to her, she only does stuff in like Rock Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say she probably only works in like nicer than what we're gonna be looking for places. Like I want
Maybe
a
she
place
knows a realtor. She can.
for you, me, and Quentin. I want a place like 3 times as big as this room. Like we don't need a giant building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just need.
I want a dog. That's my only stipulation.
We have a dog.
No, I want another dog.
Well, if we do, we're gonna wait until this one dies.
I don't know. I want another dog.
We have to wait till that one dies.
No.
Only because that dog can't handle other dogs.
Oh, he is.
That's the problem. It's the
Well,
only
we get
problem.
like a puppy for her to raise.
That's not how that's gonna play out. It's just not gonna work very well. She's not very nice to other dogs.
She could train the puppy.
She's
The
nice
puppy
to
can
cats.
watch after. I don't want a cat.
I
I'm allergic to
understand.
cats.
I'm not
kinda,
saying we need to get a
from
cat.
time to time.
I'm simply saying
The
when she
cat's
dies,
shitting
we can get a
now.
dog. When she's dead, which will be in the next little amount of time, probably.
I mean, like, I wouldn't be
to be
opposed
fair,
to
she's
having
pretty
a
healthy
cat.
for a 12-year-old. She's 12 this month.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they're
January
dogs.
31st, she'll be 12.
It's okay. I'll just get another
Uh,
dog. Also, that's your dog. Like, she loves you. She'll sleep with
she
you.
loves you guys just as much. She doesn't sleep with me anymore. I don't let her.
Oh, you're mean.
She
Why do you
licks
do
the inside of my mouth. She's just like, blah, blah. I'm like, no. And like, she wakes me up all night doing that shit. I can't let her, bro. I'm like, no.
That's so weird. Why should
Yes,
lick the
I know,
inside
it's
of your mouth?
weird, bro.
I think it's just a you thing. Like, she's like, man, he's got big lips. And he
So
sleeps
you
with
say
his mouth
that, but
open.
you say it's a me thing, but like, no one else sleeps here, you know? Like, if someone else did, she'd probably do that to
I
them.
don't think so. I think you sleep with your mouth open. And she's like...
I
you're
sleep face
drooling-
down, bro. She,
You're
like,
like
she
drooling
comes
your
down,
shit. and
she comes like up underneath, just, rah, rah, like, she attacks me, bro. I can't. I have to like keep her off of the bed. Every once in a while, if she's like most of the time she comes over here, like by the heater and like on her blanket, and she'll just lay there at night and sleep now. And like every once in a while, she'll sit right there next to my bed and just look at me. She won't whine. She'll sit right next to where my chair is over there, where I put my phone on, and she just looks at me while I'm in bed. And I look at her, and I'll put my hand on the bed and go like, you want to go on the bed? And then she'll be like this. She'll like stand, be like, please? Like, and then I'll just pick her up and be like, okay, fine, don't lick me in the face.
and
and
she'll
then-
look you in the face.
Well, sometimes she won't. Last night, I let her sleep in the bed. That was like the first time in like a month that she slept in the bed. I put her little blanket on the like opposite corner, like the corner furthest away from us, you know? And she just slept right there. And I was like, okay, you were good tonight. But I don't always let her because she's mean. She's not mean, she's just disgusting.
She's like getting inside your mouth, Charlie.
Shut up. Why do you have to say things the way you say them? Anyway. I don't know. Look, bro, as long as we have a kitchen, as long as we have like a reasonable kitchen and a good refrigerator, I'm good, bro. That's all I need. As long as I can cook food again. It's hard for me to cook here. Like, other people are cooking, or like it's late and I don't want to wake people up, you know? I won't care if I wake you guys up.
Well, most of the time I'll probably be up anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, most of the time that I'm cooking, you guys will be awake. Like, and we can do the podcast so much more often, bro. Because then you wouldn't have to, like, go home after work, then come here, and then leave here early because you have to go home again. You know what I mean? You could just leave work, come home,
Good, like
podcast.
change, yeah.
You change, do the podcast.
I'll have all my
in-
suits there.
All your suits will be there. I think it's the move, bro. I think it's the move.
We just gotta find the right place. I want a window seat.
What? I need you to say that one more time.
I want a window seat.
A crack house. Exactly.
Okay.
Even if it was like you and Quentin got a place or something, like right here, you know, somewhere. Even if it was like two of us got a place somewhere around here where we could all get to it faster.
That was gonna be my next question. Like, should we just buy a house?
You say that like we can just buy a fucking
Well,
house.
I mean, theoretically, we could just take out a loan and buy a house. I mean, like, for real, we could, and just, like, pay it off. You know what I mean? Like, all of us together.
Just buy a house for them. That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm just saying, like, renting is essentially, like, throwing away your money, right?
No, it's not.
In the long run, yes, because, like, once you buy a house or whatever...
Not if
get,
you rent
like,
a house
income.
forever. People have rented homes for 40 years and lived there for 40 years. That's not throwing away your money. That's having a home.
I don't know.
That's having a home you live in. Like the house that we just lived in, the one that burned down, we were there for 6 years. I mean, that was our home
I
for 6
know,
years.
But still.
I mean, that was our home. Like, we lived
It's
there.
not
It wasn't.
something
We
solid.
weren't living there thinking like, oh, we're not gonna live here forever, or we're gonna like, yeah, we weren't thinking we're not gonna live here forever. We were thinking we're probably here for a while.
It was
Nope.
that was a pretty cool house.
It was a cool house. I like that house a lot. I'll always fucking miss that house.
And it burned to the
And
ground.
it burned to the ground. That was my favorite house I've ever lived in, I think. Me
My
personally.
favorite house that I've ever lived in was probably the one that my dad had. Like
That
with the
house was
pool and
nice,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah,
Let's move in there.
it's for sale. That's what I was saying.
Dude, imagine we bought that house.
We should. It's got, look, I'm telling you, Charlie, the bottom has, like, room where we could set up a studio and stuff. It's got a nice, like, yard that we won't really have to keep up that much, you know what I mean? Because, like, the only patch of grass you gotta worry about is that right there out front, and then the backyard's just the pool.
I don't know.
It's split up enough to, like, where we would all have, like, our own sections of the house.
Oh, yeah. What?
See,
Bro, that house is, like, huge.
Quentin's got the top stairs. I call it basement.
Okay.
Want the basement.
Look, that's perfect. I have the kitchen floor. That's all I need. Like, bro, as long as I can get to the kitchen and then not fuck with people. Like, that's the only problem is
That's
that,
what I'm
like,
saying. It'd be like the perfect. Quentin would just have a whole bunch of extra rooms on his level because that's where all the bedrooms are.
yeah. I mean, dude. Fuck.
Right?
Who owns that house?
Nobody right now is for sale.
Who?
Oh, I don't know. I could probably ask my dad and see.
I was gonna say, you gotta see if you can, like, back your way into having it be a rent to own or just a rent house. Because I'd rather look. We're not gonna be able to afford it. None of us have credit scores that are fucking capable of buying a house. No, you don't.
I have the A credit score.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I have a credit
I
score.
thought
Everyone
you
has a credit score. It's the problem is if it's good or not. You can have a bad credit score. Jesus Christ. Just do the podcast from the local Starbucks. Right.
Our local Starbucks is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes. Like Rock Hill's the closest one, I think.
No, there's
Is
one
there
in
one
Indian
nearby?
Land, remember?
In Indian Land, is there one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
The new one.
Hey, exotic vanilla. What's up, guys? 2021 countdown. Yep, it's a 24-hour 365 until 2021. We're starting the podcast now. We will not end the podcast till 2000.
I wanted to do one New Year's, but I got fucked up.
Yeah,
I wanted to get fucked up though, so
I understand.
it all worked out.
See, that's one thing that you
I wanted
always
to
have
do one
different
New
than
Year's
me.
Day.
That's one of those things. I wish that I'd gotten you more into the internet after high school,
What?
so that you would have been less inclined to want to get fucked up.
Oh,
all
it's
the
like
time.
I got fucked up on the internet?
No, so that you just wouldn't want that as a thing in your life.
No, I just wanted it for 1 year. I mean, damn, like, it's been like 3 years now that I could have, and I haven't been able to because I've either had to work or, like, I just didn't have a good time.
Yeah, but that hasn't stopped you from getting fucked up a bunch of other different times.
Yeah, but I've never been fucked up on New Year's, Charlie.
Oh
It's
my
a rite
God.
of passage.
No, it's not. It's not a rite of passage.
And then this coming New Year's, we can just, like, you know, hang out and stuff and do a podcast. From our house with the pool.
Like if we
I
get
do
a
wanna
house,
get a house with a
if we
pool.
get that house, bro, no, don't get a house with a pool. What's wrong with you?
I want a pool.
We're 3 fucking 20-year-olds. We're not gonna take care of a pool. You can't do the dishes, bro. You lived
That's
in that
fair.
house for a year and a
Okay,
half
so-
and never did your dishes.
I know, but I want to do a pool. I really want a pool.
You're disgusting.
I would swim
The
in
only
it.
reason that I want to live with you, the only reason, is because it would make the podcast easier. And because me and Quentin could bully you into being a cleaner person. We could get your life on track a little bit. Because despite your efforts, we want you to succeed.
What do you mean? I'm trying to.
I'm sure you're trying, but your trying is for naught. You make mistakes.
I
You
do.
crazy bastard.
I have a strong mind, but a weak heart.
Thank you, Chris. I mean, Snipes. Yes. No, you don't have a weak heart. What?
No, a weak heart. Like, I do things.
You have a strong mind and a strong heart. You have a weak will, you turkey.
I have a pretty strong will.
No, you don't.
Body-wise, I do. I've made my shit do stuff. I've made my body do shit I didn't really want to do. But I think, like, I have a weak will when it comes to letting my emotions dictate what I do. If that makes sense.
That's all the sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess what I got, by the way?
I don't like rocks. Yes, you do. That's what I'm saying. I like rocks. That's what he just that's how I was having an argument with you. Is like, want pepperoni? No, I don't like pepperoni. But don't you want to get pepperoni? Yes, I want to get pepperoni. Like, bro, like you are the craziest person. What? Say your thing. You're about to say a thing.
Oh, I got Batman Beyond, the complete series on Blu-ray and the digital copy. It's so good. If you guys haven't seen Batman Beyond, it's probably one of the best things. Batman
Playing with my
related out
suit
there.
coats is like playing with my emotions.
Exactly. He gets it.
Oh my god,
Ah, man.
bro.
I'm telling you, 2020 is shaping up to be nice. Pretty good. I got Batman Beyond on Blu-ray. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I got a job I like. You know, making money.
Do you like your
doing a
job?
podcast.
Like, really?
I actually do enjoy my job.
You seem like you do. Like, you don't complain about it.
I really don't.
The only time I've ever heard you complain about it was, like, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, Christmas is kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But luckily, that's only once a year.
Yeah.
That was like you were like, thankfully, this only happens once a year.
Yeah.
And I can deal with one shitty day of work a
Yeah.
year. I was like, well, okay, there you go.
I mean, there's like, if anything, like, there's dumb shit that happens at work that I'm like, oh, fuck that. But, like, as far as, like, what I do, I don't dislike it, if that makes sense.
No, I understand what you mean.
Like, I handle, like, a shit ton of money every night. And,
Yeah.
it's gotten to the point where I can't take real money, like, seriously. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's just Monopoly, it's just paper.
Dude, bro, that's
I
what the
think
poker
it's-
game did to me.
I think it's kind of, like, hilarious, though, because, like, I get paid to pay, like, anywhere, or paid to handle anywhere between, like, $30,000 to $50,000 a night, and I'm only making, like, $10 an hour.
Oh, bro, those ladies at the casinos,
Mm-hmm.
when they're counting millions every night, each person, like,
I just, like,
one
if
person
you-
will count out, like, 150 grand in an hour just to make sure it's all there.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
You know
but,
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
if you really think about it, it's kind of insane, because it's, like, probably more money physically than I've ever seen in my life, and, like, just putting it up for somebody else.
Yeah.
Being paid less than I make a year in what they're making in one night.
Yep. It's crazy when you think about it like that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's like, really makes me think that money just, like, doesn't really, like, money matters, but, like, it only matters because we make it matter. You know what I mean?
no. I mean,
I feel
yes, you're right, but hold on. You gotta be careful. You don't need to let seeing that much money hinder the fact that you should try and make a lot of money.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I just mean, like, our society, in a way, is, like, kind of flawed in that aspect.
It's
I
not
feel
ours.
like.
It's all of society.
Well, it's all of society, in a way.
Yeah.
Because, like, you gotta
Look,
think, before
There's a
we
reason
had,
that
like,
1% of the 5. There's a reason that the 1% of the 1% control everything. It's because they have all the money. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
1%
when
of
you think about
America,
it, money
the richest
really
the richest
doesn't-
1%, like, is more rich than the other 99% or
Yeah.
whatever, or like 2% or something.
When you really think about it, money, like, doesn't really have any value. You know what I mean? I mean, like, sure, it can get you one thing or another, but, I mean, like, you gotta think, like, back in the day, before they had money and stuff, they just would trade shit with each other.
Yeah, but back in the day that you're thinking of is way further back than
I
you
know.
Because they've had
But you know
money
what I
for
mean.
thousands of years.
You know what I mean, though. Like,
They had money biblical
like
times.
I mean, I get that. That's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. I just mean, like, I think it's crazy that somebody was like, "Hey, you see this silver thing? I'll trade you it for, like, really cool shit." You know what I mean? I just think that aspect of it is, like, really.
Well, there's
dumb.
there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it like, will I ever not need this money? And the only reason that'll ever happen is if an apocalypse happens, and like we get EMP'd and we're fried, and money really is useless because it doesn't help you survive anymore. It's the only reason we have money is because it furthers your survival nowadays. It's basically a tool. That's how you gotta look at it. Everything's a tool. Money's the best
I
one.
guess, but it's a stupid tool. I feel like.
Well, there's lots of stupid tools. Lots of things are stupid tools. The internet's a stupid tool if you want to break it down to survival. You don't need this shit to survive.
That's
but
true.
could you imagine life without it? It's
Yeah.
fucking hard. You know what I mean? Like, people want to watch their shit. They want to see things. They want to keep themselves updated. And you got to look at things more optimistically.
No, I mean.
No, I'm not saying you. I mean the general.
Yeah,
like you.
yeah.
You got to look at things optimistic. If you start breaking down how useless certain things are, you're gonna start looking for flaws in everything. You know what I mean? Like when I started dealing cards, and I realized how much money I was working with every night. I mean, bro, I've had poker games where there was 40 or 50 grand on the table, like between 7 or 8 people playing for that. You know what I mean? Like where I was like, wait, whoa, you have that much? And whoa, wait a second. I was like, what is happening? I was like, hold on, I'm making what? like you definitely lose track of that fast. But what I realized was, man, that guy right there who's playing dealt for 20 years. You know, that was his job first. He dealt cards. Now he's playing for that kind of shit, and this is nothing to him. This is fun. This is a Saturday. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's just chilling.
Like, I think-
like, it's crazy. Like, and I'm not saying that dealing got him his fortune, but what I'm saying is that's where he started. You're 20, bro. You're 22? 22? Yeah. You're 22, I'm 23. 2020 will be 23 and 24. Like, we're in the beginning of this shitty, like, crazy ride that is life. Like, if you get to 30 and you don't have it figured out, don't lose your shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we need to be losing our mind right now,
Right.
because our mind isn't even done developing. Like, we got like 2 more years till it's, like, done, and then we still got, like, till we're 30 before things start to stay, like, steady, and you're, like, you kind of figure out who you really are. You know what I mean? Things are going to keep changing. Opinions are going to change. Ideals are going to change. Like, we're going to keep on being different people. We might not even be friends. Not because of some falling out or some crazy shit. We might just not fuck with each other anymore. Like, we might think, like, we might not think the same things or find each other interesting. Like, we might, you know, get to a point where that just happens.
No, we'll always be deep.
Yeah, I think we'll always be deep.
Yeah.
Superly,
I mean,
super
yeah.
ridiculously
You're just
connected.
gonna take it up the butt all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think, realistically, you, me, Quentin, a lot of my friends on here, we'll be friends forever. But what I'm saying is, it's very easy to just drift away from certain things because of how much you're going to change. Like, we have friends that I still consider friends that I don't think will be friends forever, only because, like, I see them once or twice a year, maybe, you know? And that's not anyone's fault other than, like, the world's, because we went down different paths. That's all it is, you know?
I think it's look.
I agree, Mike.
I get that, but I think it's, I don't know, the thing that bugs me about the money thing is that, like, I see people every day that are, like, struggling because of this thing that, like, realistically, if they could just trade and barter stuff, like, they wouldn't even be, like, in a bad place. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And I think that's what makes me the most, like, critical of it, if that makes sense.
Say it one more time.
So I see people every day
Mm-hmm.
that like struggle day in and day out just to like have food and survive. And it, like, I know that people make the certain choices and decisions that lead them to that point, but like it feels like if they could just trade and barter stuff instead of just having to rely on like a piece of paper or like a piece of metal, then it wouldn't be that way. You know what I mean?
I think it would be worse.
You think so?
Yeah, because then you're going to have one guy for everything. You're going to have a gum guy. You're going to have a chainsaw guy. You're going to have a guy who builds chairs. You're going to have a guy who makes beds. And then you're going to have an item or service for every item that you want or every service that you
I don't think
need.
it should be strictly just trading and bartering, but I think
Oh, I
like
understand.
it should be a good balance between the two at least.
I understand. Well, there kind of is. That's what flea markets and stuff like that is for the people that do want to go trade and buy stuff for cheap or sell their own stuff. And that's the same thing. I mean, the problem is that people are so rich that they can just afford to make all the things you need and sell them to you for cheap. Look, I mean, you shouldn't look at it like there's any kind of flaw. The problem is those people that are struggling have vices. You know, whether that vice is smoking or drinking or vaping or that they spend too much money on clothes or that they eat too much sugar or that, you know, whatever it is, or they can't stay out of bad relationships and that drains all their money, or they live in a house that's too big for them and that's keeping them held back from progressing in life. I mean, what you gotta do is manage your shit. You gotta manage what you intake and save up. You know, like, don't spend what you don't need to spend and try to be healthy, bro. If you can be healthy in your 20s and 30s and, like, make money and not waste it on a bunch of shit, like, bro, I have a friend who smokes Black and Milds and he drinks Red Bull. Those are, like...
That's it?
No, but
Oh,
what I'm saying is, like, on his way to work, he drinks Red Bull, and all day long he smokes Black and Milds. Like, he doesn't like cigarettes, he likes Black and Milds, and Red Bull is, like, his drink of choice to, like, stay awake, you know? He said, and he's a very smart person. He said, dude, I, like, broke it down. Like, I spend, like, $6,000 a year on Black and Milds and Red Bull. Like, just that. Like...
That sounds like,
Like-
Mike. Was that Mike?
No.
Oh, okay, you
someone
did
else.
like Mike's voice, like your voice.
He's
was
very
Mike.
like Mike. He's a Mike kind of person. But he, Like, that's, like, ridiculous, you know? It's like, what? Like, holy shenangles. Like, that's a lot of... But, I mean, this guy makes money.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he can afford... Like, and he says he doesn't want to. He says, I don't like that I do either one, but I've done it for so long that I have to keep doing it. Like, this is, like, I can't not do this anymore. And, I mean, sure, I need the money sometimes, but at the same time, I don't know how I would, like, go without it. And I was like, well, what if you just, like, tried to wean yourself off? He's like, I mean, yeah, but, like, the problem is I know I'm just going to fill in that gap anyway, so I'd rather just keep going the way things are working, or whatever, you know, whatever his logic is. That person is not as much a problem because he can afford to do it, but other people can't afford that shit, you know? I mean, I know people that, like, struggle, like, because they, like, you know, buying a pack of cigarettes is, like, make or break the rent that week for them. Like, not literally to that dollar, but, like, it's stuff like that holds them back from doing other shit in life, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that people got vices. That's all it is. That's not all it is. Some people are unlucky. You know, people are born with diseases. People are, like, getting accidents. They get hurt.
Family with somebody who has vices.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's the hardest one to overcome. If you have a family full of people that you're, like, trying to support or try to help, that's what my problem was. I mean, that's not the only, like, not that being, like, not that specific thing, but, like, I was held back because, like, I went so long thinking certain things were okay, you know, drinking, like, I wish that my dad had raised us healthier, like, diet-wise, you know, like, I had sodas my whole life. I wish I'd never had a fucking soda. I wish I'd never drank soda. I wish that all I ever had was water and liked it.
If you could go back in time and kill yourself before you drank a soda.
No, I wouldn't do that. What is wrong with you? I would have gone back and been like, hey, bro, like, you see this? You see it? Feel this. Feel your muscle. Feel your belly.
You go
feel
back
your
in
stomach.
time
Feel
and
your
kill the
pecs.
soda.
No, bro.
So no killing?
No killing. What's wrong with you? I'd go to young me. Not even young. I'd go to, like, 5 years ago me.
Baby Charlie.
Shut the fuck up. Let me tell my story. I'd go to 5, 10 years ago me and be like, hey, bro, feel my pec. You feel that? Yeah, feel your belly. Feel your arms, your leg. Like, feel those things. You feel those? Yeah, that's you. That only took you a year. This is me in 7, 8, 9, 10. This is me a decade from now, bro.
I know you're
feel yourself. I know you're laughing.
I know
you're
being serious.
I know what you mean.
But I was going to say, does it...
Feel that. No, it doesn't. Shut the fuck up.
Does that make you...
No, stop. I'm not a pedophile. Stop. I'm not a gay pedophile. Hold on, let me tell you my thing. What I'm saying is, it took me no time to do this shit. It took me a year, like, in perspective-wise. Like, I've known you for fucking 10 years, almost.
Yeah.
Like, we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
I've known Quentin longer, like,
Yeah.
way longer.
Yeah.
I knew Quentin, like,
That's
3 years. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm going to kill him. What I'm saying.
You've changed a lot.
I've changed a lot in no time. I mean, I started going to the gym, not this past May, but the one before that. It's been less than almost 2 years. In almost 2 years, I have gained, like, 25, 30 pounds, all muscle. I've lost any fat I had that was, like, damaging me. I've changed my diet. Most of the time, I'm really good about my diet. I mean, like, I've changed a lot of shit. I don't drink soda. I don't eat too much sugar. Like, holidays, I kind of go nuts, you know? But, like, I'm like, fuck it. Right now, for the last, like, year, I've been on, like, a 6-week, 2-week thing. I go 6 weeks, no sugar. Not literally. I'll eat fruits and shit that has sugar in it naturally. But I'm not going to eat, like, brownies or cupcakes or muffins or fucking, like, Kool-Aid or things that would have sugar in it, like, added to it, you know, like, bad sugar.
Wait, you say you wouldn't eat cupcakes?
What'd I just say? It's a holiday, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Does that say you bought, like, 8 trays of cupcakes?
Bro, relax with my personal business.
Like,
I'm carving up.
Don't get me wrong. They're mini cupcakes, but them trays.
Let me get to my bigger point, guys.
They're like
damn it.
huge, and there was 8 of them, and
I didn't eat all those.
There's like 1,
Bro.
and you bought them like a week ago. There's like 20 cupcakes on 1 tray. What's 20 times 8? Hold on, I'm doing the math here.
Bro, can you really not do that math yourself? It's 160. Come on, bro. Bro! It's 8
No,
times 2.
I just wanted to check, but that's 160 mini cupcakes in like a week. That's crazy.
No, it's not.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot. It's okay. He didn't eat my bro. I didn't eat your burgers because all those fuckers ate your burgers before I could. I was devastated. Chris is a chef. When we were in Anaheim,
Yeah.
the first day I slept like most of the day because I had like a
You're gonna say you slept with Chris.
I slept with Chris. I slept most of the first day because like our journey was really nuts getting there. Like I had like an 8-hour layover at one point. Like I was up for like 20 hours by the time I got there. Long story short, I slept a lot, and he made food for everyone, and I didn't get any of it. I woke up and all that was left was a bag of chips, and I was
Damn.
devastated.
That's sad. So, like, I have a question. So you go back in time and you talk to yourself, right? Do you like, you know, you're like, hey, look at this, feel this, and everything. Do you just unzip your pants and you're like,
No, bro, what's wrong with
You're
you?
like, yeah, man, check that out. I can lift shit with my dick now because I've been working out. Like, you have a 10-pound, like.
Uh-huh. I'll say what you're gonna say.
What's it called, a dumbbell or something like that?
Sure, yeah.
In this case, a dong bell, I guess.
Okay.
You start doing curl-ups with your dick, and you're like, yeah.
Kimberly, this is your son. He is the one bringing these conversations.
Your younger self is like, what the fuck?
I remember as a high schooler, like,
seeing your dick?
oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God,
okay. From an older version of yourself?
I remember high schooler me thinking, like, could I be in shape? Like, could I do it? Could I, like, am I strong enough, like, mentally to become that strong physically?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I would see myself, like, I would look in the mirror, and I always had a good metabolism, so I was skinny. And I would look in the mirror and be like, man, I'm strong. But then I would be like, no, I'm not. Like, at the same time, you know, and then, you know, watch movies and shit, you see real strong people.
Yeah,
You
The Rock
see the
makes you
Dwayne
feel like
Johnsons.
shit,
Yeah, you see Dwayne Johnson, and you're like, fuck!
You're like,
I can't do that. But, like, I mean, bro, in no time, I've gotten very healthy. And I can run, bro, I can move. I can go for a long, I can move. I have a very good endurance. I mean,
I believe you. I mean, like, that's the one thing, like, I'll say. Like, I mean,
I am very healthy.
like, you're,
Much more healthy.
You've done a lot of, like, self-improvement, like, physically.
In no time,
Yeah, and I
considering
think
how long we've known
I think
each
it's
other.
amazing and really cool, and I support you all the way.
You should do it. You and Quentin both should do it.
I'm trying.
Quentin's excuse is, no, Charlie, that's money. I'm like, yeah, Quentin, so is fucking Burger King. What are you saying?
Quentin does.
It's like paying half of a phone bill.
I feel
It's
like
so cheap to get a gym membership.
I feel like I'm the middle ground between you guys. Like, I do stuff to be healthy, and then I also
No, you
indulge
don't. You do
myself.
things that you think are healthy, and they're not. They're not healthy.
And Quentin's
They're
just
not.
doesn't care. Quentin will
Well-
go to Burger King just to try the new shit. And
Yeah,
then-
he will. He's said to me that he wants to get healthy before, but like at the same time, he's never going to go to those lengths until he can justify it. And he makes so many bad, bro. I don't know. He's crazy. Quentin's crazy. He's a crazy person. Anyway, I don't know, dude. When it comes to being healthy, all I did was start eating healthier, which was cheaper than eating shitty. All you have to do is take time to cook. Like, if you learn how to cook, like, bro,
Like,
it's
Chris, the
cheaper. It's better for you. Like, what? Do the fucking math, bro. If you buy chicken breast, if you buy steak, if you buy rice, if you buy the spices, the vegetables, if you buy all that shit by itself, and you don't go to a restaurant, it is so cheap to make. Like, dude, if you go eat a plate of food in Japan, you know what I mean? If you eat the amount they give you is not that much money. It is so cheap.
I know.
It's how
I love
Costco-
Japan.
Japan's amazing. Bro, I mean, it's insane how cheap the food is to make. Japan is a restaurant, not Japan the country. Sorry, before you guys lose your shit. I know my friends. They're going to be annoying. But what I'm saying, like, it is bananas to me that people don't just... So many people have kitchens and don't use them. So many people have perfectly fine functioning kitchens. Like, make some eggs, bro. Eggs are so good for you. Eggs are so cheap and so good for you. A dozen
They really
eggs.
are cheap.
Yeah, a dozen, 18. A dozen eggs, 18 eggs. It's like
Although
$3
they
or
do have,
$4.
like, really expensive eggs. Somebody bought
Yeah,
a
but they're
carton
not
of
that
eggs.
expensive. Buying a really expensive carton of eggs is still like paying less than a third of what you would get eggs for at Huddle House.
That's true.
Like at Huddle House, at restaurants, an egg is like $1 a fucking egg when you buy eggs.
Yeah.
If you buy 3 scrambled eggs, it's like $2.80 or some shit, depending where you're at, or if you get it added onto your meal. Like, bro, like, you can eat so cheap as long as you understand. If you do the math, you're going to figure out, whoa, you're saving a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, it's bananas how much money you'll save. It really is. People don't understand. People don't get... Excuse me. People
Honestly, I think it's just that they don't want to cook.
I understand, but bro...
They're lazy, bro.
You got to figure out what to do. You got to fill your mind.
Mental.
All they want to do is sit in their room and watch YouTube, you know? Here's what you do. Get a pair of headphones. Listen to a podcast. Listen to a YouTube video.
Listen to the Shirts Off podcast.
Listen to the Shirts Off podcast. Listen to Joe Rogan. Listen to the Game Grumps. Watch a YouTube video. Play music. You can do anything, bro. Just don't make that time something you'll regret. Figure out how you will enjoy that time. Learn to enjoy cleaning. When you cook a bunch of food and you put that food to the side, like put it in a container, make sure it's covered so it stays warm, and you clean up when you eat that food. Bro, there is nothing more satisfying than eating your food after you've cleaned up the shit and you know you don't have to get it over with. You don't have to go do it later. It is so satisfying. For me, like whenever I cook my chicken, bro, I have the cutting board out, I cut the chicken on the cutting board, vegetables on the cutting board, right? I cut all that stuff, have the cutting board, it's dirty, have it off to the side. Then I'm using a pot of water to boil the rice in, and a pan to fry the broccoli and chicken and whatever in. And then I put all of it in the wok, which is like a giant pan, and stir fry all of it. So that's 4 things, not counting, spatula, not counting knives, not counting, anything else you're going to use in that process. And then I finish cooking all that shit. It's like 3 pounds of food in a big bowl. You put the lid on it. I start cleaning. You clean the wok, boom, gone. Clean the bowls, boom, gone. Clean the pan, boom, gone. Cutting board, boom, gone. All that's clean. It's all clean. It's all away. There's nothing left to do later. Now you have your food. You have your healthy food that costs you nothing to make, or like compared to
say nothing to eat.
Yeah, nothing to eat.
Well, that's true though too. That costs nothing to eat. Really, I mean, like money wise.
Compared to buying, Burger King.
Yeah.
Like, not only is this food gonna taste better, it's gonna feel better eating because you fucking made it yourself. It does literally taste better most of the time as long as you don't fuck it up. It's better for you. It's way better than McDonald's, Burger King, any of that shit. Like, it's real food. You're getting nutrients added to your body. It costs less, tastes better for, I don't understand how people don't, take that time out of their day. I don't get how they don't just make that one little, it's not a sacrifice. It's like a plus. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand how people can't figure that out themselves. But people can't. People don't. They don't try and figure it out. Some people, it's like, go to work for 8 hours, go home, don't do anything. I want to go home and not do anything. Why? Is your logic that going to work is your life? Is that your logic?
That's true.
Like, what is your logic there? Is your logic go to work, get paid, go home, sleep, and do nothing forever? And that'll be my life. Go job, do nothing. Go job, do nothing. Go job.
That sounds boring.
It's boring. It's shitty, and it's a waste of your fucking life, bro. And if you're in your 30s or 40s doing that shit, hey, man, that might just be your routine. Some people enjoy their job. Some people, their job is their life. And fucking kudos. Yeah. Good shit if that's your life.
I get it if your job's 12, 16 hours a day.
Yeah, because then you're tired.
Yeah.
But if you're working 8 or 9 hours, bro, that's a third of the day, bro. You got a whole third before you need to do anything once you get home.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And I even if you work the schedule that I work, because a lot of times, I'll get off, I'll come do this with you, or I'll go home and kind of enjoy a little bit of time off, then go to sleep, and then wake up and go to work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I have a
but
weird
you wake
shift.
up. You wake up and you have a lot of time too, because you wake up at 11 or 12, and then you got 3 hours, so you got to be at work. Mm-hmm. So you get to wake up and be comfortable for a little bit too, which a lot of people don't get to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, people. Yeah, a 20-pound bag of rice is $8.
That's insane.
That's fucking bananas. That's 20 pounds of food for $8, bro. And that just gets bigger. A pound of rice Like, dry rice is like 5 pounds of fucking rice when you boil it, you know what I mean? Like, you get like a 1/4 pound of rice and boil it, it's a pound of rice. Like, bro, I mean, not gonna lie, after cooking for 8 hours, the last thing... Well, yeah, but that's a weird situation for you, Chris.
Yeah,
He's
Chris,
a chef.
You're a chef.
He gets takeout
Makes
all the
sense.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. He's like,
Yeah, I
around
don't
food,
either.
cooking
I don't,
food.
bro. And he's like a good dude. He's a good guy. Like Chris is awesome. Like Chris is not. I'm not aiming this at Chris. I'm not aiming this at
I'm kind
anyone
of
in
surprised
chat.
he cooked you guys burgers and he wasn't just sick of it by the time he was like.
Well, it's because he gets to
I
show
know.
off his craft,
Yeah.
and we're all hanging, and he gets to like make sure everybody's having a good time. Chris is a good. I love. Chris.
Oh, that reminds me. I got that. So, it's not to like change the whole.
Oh,
Subject
we'll get back
or
to it.
whatever.
I'm on this right now. It's in my head.
Oh,
Go ahead.
so like today I was looking at my schedule. I was like, man, I'm off like Friday and Saturday, and then I was looking. I was like, I'm on Sunday too. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then I forgot I had scheduled off to go to that convention with Chris and Sterling and Quentin. You know, the anime convention.
Yeah, and you
It was
never
like-
did.
No, I did. I scheduled.
When
off.
was this?
God, it's probably been like a month or two ago.
Oh my
I went ahead and
God.
scheduled off. But that's
no,
what I'm
no,
telling
I'm
you.
saying when was the thing? The
Oh,
convention.
it's coming up.
like.
Like
Next?
it's going to be next weekend.
Oh, okay. I was
so
like,
I'm
wait,
not
dude,
gonna
it's
be
Friday. Like tomorrow's
available
Friday.
to do this. Not
Yeah,
this
I know,
coming,
I
not this
understand.
coming Friday. But if you want to come, you can.
No, I don't
Why
wanna go-
not?
I don't want to go to an anime.
You don't want to see a
convention.
bunch of weebs
No,
in their
I
natural
don't.
habitat.
No, I don't want to see.
I
that.
do.
That's not their natural
I'm gonna
habitat.
take pictures.
Weeb's natural habitat is my habitat.
You
It's
know,
behind their computer.
There's people that walk around those conventions that encourage them to take showers before they come to the thing.
Yes.
That's hilarious to me.
Yes.
I'm gonna take pictures and send them to you.
I'm sure. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it after the
I
convention.
know,
on the
right? I'm gonna
podcast.
tell you about like all the cool shit I saw. Look, by the way, it's not that I'm not into anime. I just don't see a lot of anime, and my friends that are really into anime invited me to this convention and like bought the ticket for me and everything, which is really nice. Chris bought the ticket, by the way. Did I tell you about that, Charlie?
Chris did?
Yeah, I told Chris. We
Well,
needed.
how much are the tickets?
We were in a. It was $40, but it was like we
not
were in a
so bad.
limited time frame to get it for that price, and I didn't have the money right away. And I was like, Chris was like, "Here, I'll buy it for you." And I was like, "Oh, sweet, man. Let me just pay you back." And he wouldn't let me pay him back. And I was like, "Dude, like, I really appreciate it."
$40 isn't too crazy.
I know,
you
but
what I mean?
like he buys.
If it had been like TwitchCon
gets-
tickets, if it had been like, yeah, here, let me just sauce you this $260 real quick.
He gets shit for me all the time, and I always try to pay him back, and he just won't let me pay him back. And
Chris is like that, bro. Chris is like, he just wants his friends to be comfortable. He doesn't want them to worry about shit like that. I'm similar. I don't like making you guys pay me back for things unless it's like $5. Like,
oh, by the way, I forgot,
I've like
I
bought
paid-
Quentin's movie tickets for shit. I've I've bought his dinner a bunch of times whenever he was like low on money. Like, I mean, and when he does shit, like when I do shit like that, and it doesn't affect me, I just know down the line, you know, Quentin will help me with shit, and that's how it's always worked. I don't like people owing me money. I don't like, unless it's the government. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm supposed to get paid for work. Like, I don't like borrowing money or like.
I don't like it either.
I
Or
just
like, my thing is like, sorry, I don't mean.
No, it's fine. Good.
I did. The thing I don't like about it is like I'll borrow
Mhm.
and like then just forget about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
like,
I know.
Like you remember like Chris or Quentin tell me about like me owing him $12. I was like,
And we never figured out what
yeah,
it was for.
what it was for. Like, and it's not like I don't want to pay you guys back. I just don't like I forget
I
about it.
totally
you know?
understand. I don't care though. It's never a problem for me.
Mm.
You know, I never give money out anyway. I never let you guys borrow money. I'm either like, I'll just buy dinner, or I'm like, no. You know what I mean? There's no like middle ground. Very rarely is there middle ground. A weeb's natural habitat is next to their body pillow, says Snipes. That's who needs to eat good is the weebs.
Oh, you should go to the convention with me and promote healthy
No.
living.
The last thing weebs want to hear is about healthy living, bro. Weebs don't care. Weebs would rather be unhealthy, I feel like. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to be healthy. Some people don't convince themselves that, like, what they're doing is not good. Like, I know people that, like, they don't want to eat healthy because they don't like the taste of healthy food. And I say, what, like broccoli? They say, no, healthy food. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? They're like, just anything healthy, I don't like.
You got really up in the camera for that.
I
one.
know, it pissed me off. That's a mindset people have. Some people are like, I just don't like eating healthy. Not, I don't like broccoli. Or I don't like avocados. I don't like eating healthy. That's the fuck. That's that shit. People. That's the thing. That's a mindset for some people. I have met people that are like, I just like Burger King and McDonald's. Like I like stuff like that. I don't like healthy stuff. I'm like, yeah, I understand that's what you like, but like I like that shit too. And I saw how weak I was, and then I was like, you know what I also like is hibachi food, and that's pretty much good for you. Most of the stuff in hibachi food is pretty good for you. I was like, I could probably make that, right? I watch a YouTube video. Oh, I could definitely make that. I go home, I buy the stuff. Alright, go to the store, I buy the stuff, I go home, I make the stuff. I'm like, oh, that took like 40 minutes. I was listening to a podcast. This is like watching TV, and the end of the episode, I have food. And I've made, and I get good at it. And I got good, bro. You've had my food. I got good at making food, bro. Like it's nuts. Like, people don't understand. People don't get how, like, I don't know. There's some things so easy in life like that I don't get why everyone doesn't do it. And it's because these giant businesses have made it so much easier to just order it and it show up at your door. And you eat their greasy, nasty fucking cardboard. And the, like, chicken nuggets. Bro, chicken nuggets are the most disgusting thing I've ever seen now. Now that I know what they are.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
But
disgusting.
they're so good.
I mean, sure, they're to you. Like, I don't like the taste of stuff like McDonald's anymore.
Yeah.
Like, after eating good for so long, or for such an amount of time, and depending on what it is you're eating, like, bro, when you eat a steak every night, when you get to the point where you eat steak every single night of the week, like, nothing, you don't want chicken nuggets. You don't want fucking,
You want steak.
you want steak and
And
rice
eggs.
and eggs and broccoli and bell peppers and fucking, like, parsley with parsley on it and some cilantro or some jalapenos or stuff like that. You know, you want something good for you. You want some mangoes every once in a while, an avocado. You know, like ooh, fries. Do I want fries? You know what? I'll go buy some fucking potatoes and I'll make my own fries. Like, bro, you want like good, like, real shit. You don't want that gross stuff.
The nasty stuff.
Oh.
The nasty pasty.
Sneaky, don't say okay for no reason. Explain yourself. Pasta's good.
I like pasta.
I love pasta. Like, pasta, like, bro, if I was
You
using...
should make your own pasta.
I have. I love making my own
Dough.
pasta. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
See?
That's difficult. Okay.
See what I mean, Charlie? You're talking about making your own stuff. You can make healthy pasta, Charlie.
Well,
You can start your own brand of Charlie's Healthy Pasta.
Pasta's not that unhealthy. The thing with pasta, stuff like pasta, the only way it's unhealthy is if you're unhealthy the way you eat it. If all you eat is pasta, that's not healthy. If you eat pasta once a week and you don't just eat
Alongside
pasta.
with your steak.
Exactly.
Even better, have the steak like wrapped around the pasta.
Nah, for me it's like I buy that ground bison
Yeah.
and I make my pasta, my spaghetti sauce. I just have like a pound of bison in it. And then boom, I have pasta with ground up bison in the spaghetti sauce. Bro,
Ground bison pasta.
talking about delicious. That shit is delicious.
While we were
Little
talking
Parmesan.
about... Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
So hungry.
Do it later. Now you gotta get the...
See, that's what we need to do. We need to get a fucking... We need to get a place with a kitchen. That's all I need, bro. I'll
You know
sleep on the
what,
floor.
though?
I don't care. I'll take
You
my
know
bed,
what,
though.
Like, while we were talking about, like, times when I'm off Saturday as well. And I have to work, like, 6 days straight, which isn't, like, a problem, but, like, I just don't want to.
Bro.
Anyways.
Working that much isn't good for you, bro.
Well, I've done, like, 9 before. Well, actually 10 before. I've done 10. 10 is, like, my limit. But I know this girl one time that said she worked, like, 22 days straight. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, damn.
Caroline's done that. Caroline's worked, like a month and a half without a day off before.
Yeah. I just... My thing was, I was going to tell you, like, so tomorrow night we could do a podcast if you want. If you're down.
Look, I'm always down. If you want to do one, all you have to do is say, "Hey, I want to do a podcast."
Well,
and I'm
tomorrow
down to do a
night's
podcast.
going to be the best time because I'm doing something Saturday.
I understand. Yeah, again, what I'm saying
And
is,
that'll have us up for
it could be 1 in the afternoon. And you
Yeah.
could say, "Hey, want to do a podcast?" And I'll probably be down to do a podcast.
Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because that'll be tonight and tomorrow night will be our 2 for this week. Because I know you were trying to keep it at, like, 2. It's been kind of weird lately because
Yeah, I mean, holidays have definitely
threw us off.
hit us, but I mean, I don't look when it comes down to it. I'd rather you do your job and keep your
definitely.
job. Don't worry about Like this
Well,
doesn't.
my job doesn't have anything to do with the podcast tomorrow. I was just telling you tomorrow's probably going to be like the best time because
No, again,
you know,
I
I'll
feel
be
like
off
you're
the next
mishearing
day.
me. Like what I'm saying is, like, I like doing it twice a week because at the very least that means people get to see it twice a week,
Yeah,
and we can stay
We love you
semi-consistent. He says it. He doesn't mean it.
I
love you
do
guys.
mean you get. I love you guys. I'd fuck the shit out of you. Shit.
Okay.
You.
Oh, Jesus.
With love though and passion.
Right. Not your penis.
No, not my.
Because
penis.
there are
With
17-year-olds in this
emotions.
chat.
With emotions. I will.
Sneaky said, what?
I will emotionally fuck the shit out of you.
That's not good.
What do you mean? No, not in a bad way. I mean in a good, positive way. Like we'll all be like smoking cigarettes and cutting like afterwards, emotionally, like emotional cigarettes. They're not bad for you,
Kimberly,
Charlie.
this is your son. I don't talk like this. When the camera goes off, it's not like another one of him is here talking to him. I'm this. This is me. I talk like this. I talk normal. I talk about normal shit with my
somebody say weird chant.
weird shit. That's like it's an emote. It's just not showing up in this. It's like it's a GIF thing that shows up in search. What I'm saying is, I'm normal with my weird ass crazy friend Creighton.
Yeah,
That's what you.
that's part of the appeal.
Can't argue that. Mike, can you fucking believe that? I've told you, so many people know your name and know you by me just telling crazy stories. Yeah, I'm not normal, Sneaky. I'm normal compared to whatever the fuck Creighton is. He's not normal.
You know, actually, I talked about that with Bailey the other day, like our friend Bailey, and she was like, "Yeah, you know, it's just Creighton, like, you know." And I was like, "What's that mean?" I hear people say that a lot about me. Like, they'll be like,
Creighton seems like a guy, says Sneaky.
they'll be like, they'll just say some weird shit, and they'll be like,
He
"Yeah,
does.
that's Creighton," and I was like, "What? What is
You
that?"
don't get how weird you are.
Ah,
I don't think.
I
I don't think
so.
you understand.
I think I'm just eccentric. Well, I gotta have money to be eccentric. I think
No,
I'm
you
just
don't.
weird.
Do you know what eccentric means?
No.
Creighton.
It means you're weird, but you're
Oh
rich,
my
so it's
god!
okay.
No, it doesn't.
That's the phrase that I like. That's the definition that I'm okay with. Are you looking it up? I really don't want to know because I like the definition I've come up with.
Unconventional and slightly strange.
Yeah, there you go. I'm unconventional and slightly strange.
You're unconventional and very strange. You're not slightly anything.
Ah. I'm eccentric. What did Sneaky say? The word he's looking for?
Elastic.
Elastic. Oh, I like elastic. Elastic.
He's
is
not
fun.
a fucking rubber band.
I'm stretchy. I
Oh
stretch
my
things.
God, Creighton.
I can stretch pretty far, actually. Remember that time I put my leg behind my head and you were like, wow, I can't do that. And I work out all the time. And I was like, yeah.
You didn't do that. You like pulled your foot up to your face.
Oh,
like, look
yeah.
how far my foot.
Oh,
can
yeah,
come
because we were talking about sucking toes.
up. Yep, that's what we were talking about. Just trying to keep it out of that, but whatever.
Out of
Show
time.
us. Show them. Your
Oh, yeah.
shoes on.
Look. Wait, behind my head or up to my face?
Sure.
You do it up to my face. This is easier than like behind my head with what I'm wearing. But
He's
if I
like
was-
6'3".
But if I was wearing like gym shorts, I could probably get it behind my head. Just my pants make it hard. Or I'm scared I'm gonna tear my
I
pants.
wonder how far. Let's see.
Do your foot up to your mouth, Charlie. Suck your toes live on stream.
That's about as far out. Oh. I didn't go to the
See,
gym
I didn't
today.
go at all. I didn't go to the gym today either.
Yeah. Oh man, that hurt. Some people are just stretchy. I've met some stretchy people. Take your socks off. Do you know what it means, Creighton? No.
I use words all the time without knowing the meaning.
Yeah, that's not how you word.
It's
You're supposed to
it's
word
a
a little.
syllabus, Charlie.
What? Can you fucking speak English? I mean, there are not people in the world like you. There's like maybe 3 or 4, and most of them are probably in Asia, just statistically.
We should all get together and form a club.
Yeah, the fucking we're gonna take over the world in the weirdest way possible club.
Oh yeah, we'll take over the world through bendy straws. Bendy straws are the way to go, though. Like, have you seen?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I love bendy straws. You remember when they had them at Chick-fil-A? We used to go to Chick-fil-A, and even though like they didn't fit for my drink, because I'd always order a large, I'd get one anyway because I fucking love bendy straws. I just don't want to have to pick my cup up. I just want to have it pinned over and, drink out my straw.
Fuck bendy straws. You
Why are we
sneaky.
saying fuck bendy straws? I
Because
love
he's
bendy
a
straws.
smart, good person. I don't even use straws. When we go to restaurants,
the whole turtle thing. But I'm talking about
'Cause of what?
reusable.
That's not the reason.
I was talking
I
about
don't like
reusable
straws.
bendy straws. Like they're metal and they bend and shit.
I don't know. Hold on. I didn't care. Look, first, I do care about the turtles, and I do not like straws because of that, sure. Yeah, I just don't like straws. I drink everything, like, out of a
I
cup.
love a straw. I love a good straw. I love sucking on shit. Not dicks or anything. Nothing homosexual.
1:15:10.
Nothing homosexual. I like not the possibility of spilling shit on my face.
1/3/2019.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
He's
That's
right.
gonna be in the opening video. Wait, Mike. Oh my god, bro. There is no one like you. You are. Did Creighton say that he sucks dick like straws? Exactly.
That's not what I said.
That's exactly what he said.
Not
That's
in a
what
gay
he
way,
said.
though. If you say no homo before, it's completely okay. And no homo after. You do 2 no homos.
That cancels out the no homo, though. You're gay.
Well, you're forgetting about the one in the middle. You say no homo midway through. That way
Guys, I'm bringing him to Cedar Point. Come to Cedar Point, guys. You're gonna meet him. You're gonna understand that he's not fake. He's real. This is him. This is really him. Go to Cedar Point and hang out.
Oh, hey, guess what? I decided what I want for my birthday this year.
What do you want for your birthday?
I want a
that I'm not
mandolin.
getting you? A mandolin?
Yes.
Why do you want a fucking mandolin, Creighton?
So I can play it.
You're not gonna play a
I
mandolin.
will learn to play the
You're
mandolin.
not gonna learn to
I'm
play a
gonna
mandolin.
learn to play the mandolin.
No, you're not.
And you know what? I'm gonna make puns because it's gonna have man in it. I'm gonna be like, I'm a man. I'm working on the Dolan part, but I'm getting there, Charlie.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me
That's what I think about you and your fucking mandolin. Give me the $200 you're gonna spend.
I'm not gonna spend
On a
$200 on a mandolin. I actually know a guy who's gonna hook me up with a mandolin.
Quentin?
No,
Who?
my mom's boyfriend. He has a mandolin.
And he's just gonna hook you up. Just
I
boom.
guess.
$10
Well, he was
mandolin.
wanting to sell it at one point. So
They're
I'm just gonna ask,
expensive.
how expensive are they?
Very
Look up
expensive.
how expensive.
Oh my.
I just want a price range. That's the only birthday present I want this year, though. Also, I'm gonna make a sick book reference with it. You guys ever read The Ranger's Apprentice? It's great shit. Gonna make that reference.
Mandolins at Guitar Center.
How much are they?
Okay, let's see. There's an $80 one.
Oh, that one looks cool. I
There's
want
a
that one.
$600 one.
That one's...
There's a $850
Are those
one.
electric mandolins, or are those just like...
Some are. I'm sure they have.
That one looks like
that
it
one
is.
doesn't look.
The
electric.
one that's 151 looks like it is.
acoustic.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Wow.
it just
Huh.
looks nice.
That's really thin.
250, 2700, 2800, 430, 1795. So what it looks like is there's a bunch of expensive, nice ones, and then there's that shady $80 one up top.
I like the $80 one.
Yeah, you like the $80 one because it's $80.
Yeah.
That's why you like it. Haha, sup? What's up, Barnsey? Look, this guy Austin, we might pick him up on the way to Cedar Point when we go, and you might witness me verbally murder somebody. I
You're
might
talking
kill
about
him
me?
with my word. No, him, Austin.
Why?
Because I love him. I love Austin dearly. But Austin is very... It's like talking to a brick wall, bro. He's crazy. He's so annoying.
He
And
sounds
he
kinda
knows I
like
love
you.
him. Huh?
He sounds kind of like you.
It's a little different. You
Is
don't
it?
understand. He's
You
one.
know what?
He's
I
only
bet-
like
I bet
18 or
we'll
19.
we'll
He's
meet.
like 18. Are you 19 or 18? How old are you?
Are you of age, Austin? He wants to know so he can verbally
That's not why I want to know.
and physically write it in your mouth.
Okay.
He wants you to do things with your tongue.
Snipes, I do want to jump off a bridge right now. I can't wait for them to all understand that I'm not making this up. Is Cedar Point the thing everyone's doing in Ohio? Yes,
When
indeed.
is that, by the way?
June.
When in June?
Not super sure yet. He said
We
he's going
need
to
to
tell us.
know.
He said we'll have like a 3-month notice.
Okay, that's good.
So we'll have a decent.
Is it like a long
18
weekend or a week? Or,
long weekend, I believe. It'll probably be like a Saturday, Sunday kind of thing. Or maybe even like a Friday, Saturday. I don't know. But we'll know.
So I'm thinking about just taking the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off
Mhm.
for that, which shouldn't be too much.
It would be dope, because then we could do like a podcast before.
Podcast after.
Podcast after.
during, so that way it doesn't cancel out.
Fantastic joke. Very topical. You know what? 11950. We're gonna look at that one later. We're gonna go back and find the other one. We're gonna go back and find the other thing and have them intersect and everything. It'll be hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, that was
You
the
gotta
right
play
time.
something between them so that way.
Exactly. Like have a couple of clips in between. We'll start. I'm gonna start really remembering funny clips like that, and start adding them to the stream start thing.
See,
I
I
love
tell
that.
people all the time I'm funny, and they don't believe me.
I once witnessed a large woman eat 3 entire medium pizzas off of the bar. She then exclaimed that her diabetes was acting up, so she shot insulin at the table. She shot shot. After she loudly laughed, "I'm going back in," and proceeded to. Oh no! After she loudly laughed, "I'm going back in," and proceeded to devour an entire dessert pizza. Ugh. Snipes, why are you the way you are? He just sent me that. You might be.
What? Keep it coming. I love talking about me. I'm egotistical as fuck.
The word is narcissist.
Oh.
Egotist.
I'm that
You don't
too.
even know the words.
Am I a narcissist?
Yes!
I think I'm a narcissist.
You are definitely
I
a
think
narcissist.
I'm like right on the edge of being a narcissist.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what's the word? Because like in a joking way, I'm like, yeah, talk about me. But in a more realistically, I'm like,
Personality
talk about
disorder involves a pattern of self-centered, arrogant thinking and behavior, a lack of empathy and consideration for other people, and
That
an
doesn't
excessive
sound like
need
me
for
at all.
admiration. Others often describe people with NPD as cocky, manipulative, selfish, patronizing, and
Come
demanding.
on, Charlie, I'm not manipulative.
I'd say you're cocky and patronizing and demanding.
Well, yeah, but so
I wouldn't
are
say
you.
you're manipulative or selfish most of the time.
So are you, though.
No, I'm a narcissist.
Yeah.
I'm self
You're
definitely.
just at peace with it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're just
Fuck
like a.
that. I'm not narcissist.
You're definitely a
I'm
narcissist.
egotistical.
No, well, you might be egotistical. You know what? It's fucking dictionary hour. Egotistical.
This is the part of the podcast where Charlie looks up everything.
Excessively conceited or absorbed in oneself. Self-centered.
Yep, see? There it is.
You're not egotistic.
Oh, a little bit.
You're not that.
Uh,
You're
um,
more narcissistic than you are
yeah.
egotistical.
Nah. I feel like you're just throwing words together, throwing letters at me.
Did you watch any more of The Mandalorian?
No.
Oh,
I promised, I told you I would, and then I just didn't.
Didn't.
Well, to be fair, I was fucked up, like, one
No, I
night after
understand.
that, and then the night after that, I was so exhausted, I just, like, went to sleep immediately. I put on, like, Last Jedi, because I've actually had to change a heart about that movie recently.
it's a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't think it was a bad movie. There was just a lot of stuff I didn't like about it. Okay, so I guess I hadn't had to change a heart. But it's more like, the stuff that's good in it
Connor, what's up, bro?
is really good now, after I've seen Rise of Skywalker. Not because Rise of Skywalker to me is bad, but because I feel like some stuff paid off in Rise of Skywalker, and it's good seeing the arc. Oh, you don't like Rise of Skywalker, I'm sorry.
I don't care. No, I can see the grander picture here, which is that you're starting to realize that it's going to be hard to stick with your Rise of Skywalker was good opinion
What
for
do you
very
mean?
long. I can just tell. No, because it was bad. You're already defending shit that you know I was going to bring up.
I still love Rise of Skywalker, though. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. And I wasn't saying that before. Huh? I did.
And your donuts.
Yeah.
You know how hard it was not to eat your
Oh,
donuts?
don't eat them. Actually, pour me, like, hold on. Let me get a glass. I'm just gonna eat
For
my
this or
donut.
for the almond milk?
Yeah, you know what? Wait, are we watching something after this?
I don't know.
Do you want to?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you
I'm
want?
down to watch the next episode of Mandalorian.
Oh,
Or Rebels. You fuck.
Rebels. Rebels, because
I don't know.
They just brought in I'm not gonna spoil it
just,
for you.
just-
Never mind,
let's
never
just
mind.
not. Let's just
Yeah,
not even mess
never
with
mind. Rebels is so pivotal right now. That's the why.
it. I understand. Y'all are roommates? I'm enlightened. We are not roommates.
Yeah. We're fuck buddies.
No, god damn it.
We're in a
You
committed
can't say-
homosexual relationship that's 10 years in.
Bro,
Charlie's
bro,
gonna propose on the next podcast.
we started when we were 12 and 13?
Yeah.
Damn, we were hard in
started
the
as
paint
an
when we were fucking
We were
kids.
started as an experiment, but it's just gotten worse. Dude, actually, I do have a story to tell you about, like, this.
Did Creighton say he fucks buddies? I think that is what he said, Stevie.
Dude, Charlie, so, when I was on Reddit the other day, I'm not on
Okay.
Reddit very much.
Yeah, on the gay section
But,
that you live in.
So, I was on Reddit, and this, like, the question was, like, what's the farthest, like, a bet has ever gone, or whatever, or, like, some kind of wager thing or whatever. And this one guy was like, yeah, me and this guy, both bet that we're playing chicken to see, like, which one would chicken out being gay first
Oh my god.
together.
What?
And now they're, like, married with, like, a kid.
Oh my god.
And it's been like 8 years or 12 years or something crazy. And he's like, yeah, it's getting pretty serious. I don't know who's going to chicken out first. I thought it was cute, but also like kind of hilarious too.
Well, I don't think it was real. I think that's a big,
Well,
a
maybe.
big part of it.
But if it is real,
Don't talk about Israel, dude. I don't want to get political.
But if it is real, I thought it was a cute story. So
If it is real, that's funny. If it's not, it's
well,
just not.
I think it's funny because like they both were like actually gay the whole time,
That is pretty funny.
and that's how they met. I just want something like that with the girl.
Yeah. Like, you won't...
What
I'm
were
gonna
you
stay
gonna
away
say?
from it. No, I'm gonna stay away from it. Talk about Iran and how we're all getting drafted. Jesus, Sneaky. No. Yeah, apparently World War III started today.
I wrote a lot of drafts when we were in when we were in high school for papers and stuff. So it would be my first time drafting. I draft a lot while I'm driving too on the interstate. Get behind a big 18-wheeler and kind of like used to draft to save me.
World
on
War
gas
III,
money.
1.11 million tweets.
Are you sure World War III has started today?
I mean, not like literally actually it's happening, but we're probably...
Is everybody just being dramatic? Like, what's going on? Tell me the story.
So,
Tell me what you've read. You know more than I do, and I just don't care.
so the Pentagon confirmed that the U.S. ordered an airstrike that killed Qasem Soleimani. I think that's how you say his name. Soleimani. And long story short, the idea is that we're probably going to go to war with Iran, and that will lead to World War III.
Who is Qasem Soleimani?
Well,
I saw that too when I was posting that thing about how we should do it.
Iranian general.
Why did they kill him?
I don't know. I don't keep up with it. I just read the headlines.
Oh, wait, what? You didn't read the full story?
No, I just read the headline.
Yeah.
The headline is Pentagon confirms U.S. ordered airstrike which killed.
Well, I mean, did they know he was
Obviously.
there? Because it could have been like an accident.
Well, yeah, they knew he was there. They killed him. They were trying to kill him.
Oh.
I assume. I think. I mean, they.
Well,
the
this
Pentagon,
is why you should read the story, damn it.
Well, they said that it was too. Like that's what it was for. That's what they're saying.
I don't
that's what
know.
it
I
was.
think everybody's like jumping ahead on judgment and shit with this. I think so. I mean, like a lot
I don't
of
think
crazy
anyone.
shit
Look,
has
I don't
like
think
happened.
the World War III. I don't think World War III has started. The thing with when it comes to Twitter, it's hashtag. Like or not hashtag, but just World War III is being used, and it's been used a million times today. That's a lot for Twitter. That's a whole lot for one day of activity, like a ridiculous amount. And the thing is that, like people are saying, like the way this is looking, it's the kind of thing that will turn to that.
I just don't
It's
want.
scary.
I don't want another world war. I'm so
Me
sick
either,
of
bro.
them.
It's been like 80 years or like 75 years.
I
since
mean,
the
have we
last
not learned our lesson by now? Like, I mean, like
one. People are never gonna learn their
people are
lessons.
fucking stupid.
People are never gonna learn their lessons when it comes to stuff like that. This is funny. ROTC kids, when they finally get their World War III draft letter in the mail, it's the Hulk, and it's like, I don't know, it's like I was made for this. ROTC kids. That's funny. I mean, people are just memeing it, so I don't know. I don't know what's going down, bro.
I mean, like, we all know that Epstein didn't kill himself, or Epstein.
Epstein, first of all, yes.
Epstein didn't kill himself, and nobody's
Well, you say we know that. We don't know that.
We know. We're like...
We're pretty sure.
We're like 95% sure. I mean, like...
The memes are good. The memes are good.
Do you know, like, how much shit had to line up in order for him to kill himself?
We were on Twitter for a while, so I didn't read chat. Sneaky said, I wrote a lot of drafts. Who the fuck is this guy? Sneaky, I'm telling you, bro, you gotta go. We're not going to war. Yeah, I know, Chris. We're not going to war. It's just me. But, you know, I don't know. Crazy shit's happening. We haven't been in a real war for a while.
I don't want to be in a real war. I feel like that's everybody's mood.
Well, the thing is that, like, wars, you know, they generate a lot of money.
I don't want to.
The war machine has a lot of money fueling it.
Yeah. So what are we going to do if we get drafted? How are we going to do the podcast?
One, we won't. I mean, unless we do it from the bases, which I'd be down. But, like it'd be cool to do that. It'd be cool to do World War III.
I don't know much about war stuff. I mean, I know historical war stuff, but I don't know much about, like, combat.
Well, one, I wouldn't get drafted.
Why not?
Because I haven't registered to vote yet.
Oh,
I don't have a license.
So you're saying I'm fucked?
Huh?
You're saying I'm fucked?
No, I'm saying I'm not. I mean, realistically, I don't know how many people. I just saw a tweet relevant to World War III that I sent you. Let me see. I don't know, bro. It's one of those weird things. Fortnite. Here, I'm gonna put it over there so you can see it. Put the volume up. Okay, you ready? It's titled. Hold on. It's titled "Fortnite Motherfuckers When They Realize They Can't Build in World War III."
This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Alberto had a really good meme that was used, that he used like that same clip for. We have a friend, everybody has a friend in this community, his name is Doobie Games, and Doobie is very annoying. We love him. We all love Doobie, but he's annoying. And Nick had a big Christmas giveaway where he gave away like 20 grand worth of shit, and like the two big giant giveaways were PCs, and Doobie won one. 6,000 people in the giveaway, Doobie wins a fucking PC. He won, and Nick went like look at my camera. Like, Nick's in his camera, right? Like, look over there whenever I do this. He was like, click, Doobie, no! And it was just silent for like a minute and a half. And then you just hear like, what is happening? No! Chat. There's no way we're re-rolling. like it was insane. It was so funny. Oh, they'd make Creighton shave his beautiful locks. They would. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to keep your hair in the military. You'd have to be part of some like ridiculous ass crazy Delta squadron that like doesn't follow the rules compared like that everyone else has to. But you wouldn't be.
I would rise through the ranks.
You
just
would
to have
not.
My long hair.
You wouldn't.
No, I would like. No, I would motivate myself.
You physically would not be. I know you. I know you as a person. You're not the kind of person that could go around and do the shit that would be necessary for that to be acceptable.
What
You'd have to be like a fucking assassin. You'd have to be like a.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
and I
but
could get a lot of chicks with that.
No.
It sounds
You're
like the way
so
to go.
annoying.
It sounds the way to go for me.
I try and think about things.
That's the way she
like
goes.
Relatively, like as if it could happen, and Creighton just goes right to the comic book crazy hilarious version of whatever it is.
And
we're
it's
talking
worked
about.
out so far. I mean, like, a lot of crazy shit's happened to me that you could probably make a comic book about.
Yeah, a fucking Archie comic.
Yeah.
Not a fucking Batman or anything.
No, but like
Your life is like
but given the
your
right
life,
circumstances
your life,
and
hold on.
background.
Your life is like the 1 p.m. version of Riverdale, like the 1 p.m. daytime series version of like a Riverdale, like Archie show. Marsoc Raiders look dope as fuck. They do. Marsoc guys are fucking monsters. I love like, oh, bro, I'd love to be like if I was ever gonna be drafted. If I was ever gonna like if I was just gonna like go and what's it called? Like volunteer. You know, I don't know. I'd have to see if I could do the crazy shit. And I probably couldn't. I probably couldn't do the crazy shit.
I want to do the crazy
You don't want to do the crazy shit.
No, I mean, like...
you can't, like, walk... You can't walk far without breathing heavy and having to slow down. Like, you couldn't do the shit that Navy SEALs do. Yes, you.
Oh.
You couldn't do the shit that, like, the badasses
No, okay,
would
so,
do.
like, I get what you're saying, but I would want to do that stuff. Just for my hair.
What?
Just for my hair.
You would... No, you don't get it. Like, you don't understand. First off, you're definitely getting your hair cut in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, but I could grow it back.
Yeah, but the problem is they wouldn't let
It
you.
regenerates. Imagine I tell them that it regenerates.
You're right, it does.
God, I get kicked out so fast.
You probably wouldn't even make it in. Like, you'd go to the drafting process and they'd be like, nah.
What if I'm the one they pick for, like, a super soldier thing or whatever?
Yes, Sneaky, we should put him through a makeshift Hell Week. Hell Week's the, like buds for Navy SEALs, or they, like if 100 people go into the Navy SEALs to try and become a Navy SEAL, like, 9 or 10 might make it, maybe. Mm-hmm. Like, so many people don't make it. Nick tried to go be a Navy SEAL, but he couldn't make it through buds. He couldn't hold his breath long enough underwater.
How long do you have to hold it?
A while.
Like, how long?
Minutes.
Like, how many minutes?
Like 3 or 4 or 5 or something. Like,
Something insane.
something ridiculous. Something like we would think 45 seconds or a minute would be dope as fuck. And these guys are like, bitch. We're talking about going, like, up under and, like, solving Sudokus on the bottom of submarines. So, like, what are you saying, bro? You can't go under there and, like, see the bottom of the submarine. These are guys that are, like, legends. Like, these are the people that...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like
But
real
let
Navy
me-
SEALs, like, people are so in their bubbles. People live in their bubbles nowadays because they got their phones. Phones are the fucking worst thing that ever happened to the understanding of what a person can be. Like, 80%, 85% of the population, they're on their phones, and they're on their computers, and they're on their laptops, and they're watching TV, and they're with their friends, their dumb friends, and they don't understand how crazy shit really can get, and how crazy people can be. I've met some fucked up people, bro. Like, I've met some monster humans, and I don't mean monster in a bad way. I mean, like, I've met, like, 6'5" Navy SEAL guys that would, bro, the stories they tell, like, these guys would, like you hear them and you're like, oh, I get it. Superman wasn't some weak nerd's dream. This was some observant, like, college student who, like, worked in a chem lab with like a superhero warrior guy, like a Navy SEAL, who was like, oh, this is something that'll happen one day. Like, we'll have a Black Panther, we'll have a Captain America. Like, those are gonna be real. Like, people can be that. People can be that crazy. They can be that, like, insane. There's a guy that was on Joe's podcast. Fuck, what's his name? Zach Bitter? Was it Zach Bitter? Someone. There's a guy on his podcast who has a world record for running. He ran 100 plus miles in 12 hours on a track. Do you know the average, like
on a track, like, what do you mean?
like on a track, like
and
a
how
track.
long did you say it took him to do it?
12 hours.
12 hours. Damn.
Run 100 miles. You understand what that means?
It's long.
I think what he said was that averages out at like a 6-minute mile for 12 hours straight. That's 4 times around a track in
Is that
6
like
minutes.
his longest? No, I mean, I get that. Does that, like, so...
He did that for 12 hours.
That's crazy.
Not like that's an average. Like, he got up one day.
Like, what was his lowest before that? Like, do we know?
I don't know. He said that he beat that one. Like, that was like, he beat the previous record by a solid amount when he did that. Like, like, hold on, let me double check.
Yeah, get.
World record.
I'm curious about this.
Zach Bitter world record runner. 100-mile run, world record in 11 hours, 19 minutes. Fuck! That's way less than I thought. He ran 363 laps around the 442-meter track at the Petty National Ice Center. Hold on. Let me see. Let me click the thing. Let me read more on it. Hold on. It's nuts, bro. He's a superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, American runners ever beat the old record by nearly 10 minutes. U.S. distance runners ever set a 100-mile run world record in 11 hours. Okay. He averaged a mile pace of 6 minutes 48 seconds a mile, which is faster than running a sub-3-hour marathon. He ran the first 50 miles in 5 hours and 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
Before completing the next 50, 2 minutes faster in 5 hours, 38 minutes. 30 minutes. The previous record was 11. Okay, the 40-year-old, he's 40. The 40-year-old set the American record. Oh, okay, no. The previous was by this 40-year-old dude in 2013. Bitter continued to run for another 40 minutes to improve upon his own 12-hour distance world record to 104.8 miles. So he ended up going over. Jesus. That is crazy. That's insane, dude. But like he's not a Navy SEAL.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Zach Bitter here. That's his name. But dude, like, and that's not even a Navy SEAL guy. That's just a guy who's good at running. That's just running. Like that's not Dwayne Johnson or like fucking God damn it. What's Joe Rogan's friend? Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. What's his name? Joe Rogan. Cameron Hanes. This man. Keep hammering. That's what it's called. This guy right here. This is Cameron Hanes. Look at the thing. This is Cameron Hanes. Okay, let me find a better picture. He's a friend of Joe Rogan's. This guy is a fucking crazy person.
It looks like it.
He's nuts, bro. This guy, he runs a marathon a day for fun. He runs a marathon a day, and his like reason like to do it and keep up. Those waters, they are, bro. They're good. So I drink so much. I opened that case 3 days ago, and there's less than a third left. I drink so much water, bro. David Goggins is bananas. Bro, yeah, some of these guys, this is what you need to do. You need to watch Joe Rogan's podcast. I need to put together a list of, like, the nutcases he's had on. The, like, crazy athlete freaks he's had on.
Dr. Phil's at the top of that.
You're so annoying. Like, it is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Some of the, like, bonkers-ass people. He had a Navy SEAL on. Oh, my God. He had a Navy SEAL on who, he had to kill a guy, and he had to kill him with a rock. Like, they got in a scuffle on the ground, and it got down to where they didn't have their weapons, there's just shit around them, and he got on top of him and had a rock and had to beat him to death. And he's telling Joe about it. And it is fucking dead silent. It's Joe, like, people, like, it's almost a meme to, like, Joe Rogan now, because of, like, how many, like, crazy people are like, yeah, Joe Rogan, you know what I mean? Like, the reason I like Joe is because I don't agree with him on everything he says, but I don't hate him for like he's so good at making you understand his reasoning and making you and anyone listening, like, not literally everyone will understand the way that he's explaining it, but he's good at making you understand, like, bro, we can have a disagreement and still like each other and be friends. You know what I mean? Like you and me, bro. Like, there's no way we could be friends if we didn't think that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I think you would like him, but also because he's hilarious. He's a fucking world, like, tier 1 world class comedian, and he's like the most well rounded human on the planet. Like he has this crazy, insane shit he likes. But my thing that I like about him is that he's really good at letting people go on and tell these stories. He has a guy. Oh, what's his name? Where's my notepad? He has a guy on. He has a guy on the podcast who's a journalist, and the guy. Okay, what's his name? Homeboy's name. Oh, do I not have it written down? Fuck. Hold on. No.
Joe's got to go digging.
God damn it. I have a list of Joe Rogan podcasts. Like some of my favorite ones. These are some of my favorite ones. Fuck. Dakota Meyer. That's the one, Sneaky. Dakota Meyer's the one that killed. Dakota was on Jocko's podcast too. Oh my god. Jocko Willenick is a friend of Joe's who's like ex-Navy SEAL, crazy ass human being. Gets up at 4 a.m. every day. Takes a picture of his watch at 4 a.m. every morning, like, and the date on his watch, like his iWatch, and then posts it on Instagram, and then 3 later posts it again, arm covered in sweat. That's when, at 4 a.m. he gets up and goes to the gym every morning, and just goes nuts for 3 hours. And, like, he's just this ridiculous built Navy SEAL. And he was on recently, Joe had Tulsi Gabbard on, who, if you don't know, Tulsi Gabbard is a presidential candidate, and I think she's dope. And he had Jocko on with him. And Jocko is a very, like, stern, like, cool guy, and very, like, very straightforward with what his beliefs are. And, like, something happened online at some point where someone was like, have Jocko and Tulsi on. And Tulsi was like, I like Jocko. I want to do a podcast with Jocko. And then Jocko was like, she seems cool. Let's do a podcast. And Joe was like, fuck it. Let's all do it. Or something along the long story short, it ends up happening. And it's a great podcast. It is such a good podcast. Like, bro, fuck. It's so, the whole thing is so good. And, but he has, like, these insane, amazing, one day, what we're gonna have to do is you and me, like, we're gonna have to, like, drive, when we go to the beach or whatever, or when we go to Michigan, or Ohio, rather, like, just listen to those podcasts. You and me. And
we can do it on the road trip up there, probably.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. I mean, depending on how we do it, because I'm thinking we pick Nathan up, for sure. Because Nathan, I have to have Nathan in the car with you for a little bit. It just has to happen.
Like, you mean a buffer for me, or like you just mean?
No, like he has to meet you in person and be exposed to your fucking aura for like 10 hours. It's gonna be a long drive. It's gonna be a long drive when we go there.
Nathan, I'm gonna expose my aura all over.
He's not here, bro.
I know, but he's gonna go back and watch.
How long?
Yeah. I'll be exposing my aura.
How long?
But that's not euphemism.
From here to Cedar Point, Ohio.
I keep wanting to say Cedar Rapids.
Right?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Rapids.
What is that from? That's from
Hillary Clinton did a Vine when Vine was big.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I'm chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, that's what that is.
So, like, if we left from here, it's 9.5 hours. 606 miles from here to Cedar Point.
Oh, I've done that before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we went to Michigan, and it was like 12 or 13 hours.
Well, you remember when we went to, you went to fucking, we did the dumbest shit. We did like an Atlanta trip, but like a day trip.
Yeah, like, so
that shit was like the worst
Mike,
mistake
are you still
of my
here?
life.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough on us. We didn't, I think we looked at it like we were way cooler than we were. And we were like,
we were
this
cool.
hurts.
I had a great time.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, like, I felt like we thought we could handle it more. One, your problem was you drove both ways. Yeah. You should have had somebody there drive the other, one of the way, or at least take over.
At the time,
I know, yeah, we all, no one could really. But, like, the thing is,
I was, like, the most experienced.
Like, nowadays, like, you and, like, we could take, like, you and Bethany and Quentin, and any of you could really take over for a little bit if we needed someone to. But knowing you would probably still be ridiculous and be like, I'll just drive the whole way.
Yeah, because I can do it. Like, I love driving so much that I've built up the endurance over time to where, theoretically, I feel like I could drive across country by myself. Not without, of course, taking breaks and shit. Like, I don't mean all of one go. But I mean, like, I could do it and like, it not bother me.
Well, yeah, it's like a 30-hour drive from here to California, so it would be tough to do it in one sitting. But, like, I know what you mean. I think no problem. But, I mean, I think it's more fun to do it with friends either way.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't do it by myself.
One year, like one day, if you get like a better job, like a job with less hours and like a bunch of vacation time, we need to do like a ridiculous ass road trip,
Well, I
like
have
where we go to like the Grand Canyon or some shit.
I have hours now, and like I know as the longer
No.
I'm there, the
no. Okay,
the longer
go.
I'm there, the more vacation hours I get. So possibly in the future that could be a thing. If I'm with
Well,
the
I
same
know
thing
you. Look, here's the
on-
thing. I know you, and I know you at jobs. When there's a job that you like, you'll do the job. I learned TV. You were good on camera, but when we were in the studio, you could give a shit about anything in that studio. You would sit there and do paperwork, which was get old, literally 10-year-old scripts and file them, which meant get all the ones from 1 year and put them in a drawer, and then take them out and make sure no one fucked them up. No one was looking through those. You would sit there on your phone and make jobs to do while you were at that studio. But like, if you've been there a year, and you're like 4 branches up the food chain at Food Line, you know what I mean? Food chain, Food Line. And like, if you find a job that you like, or if you just find a job where like you're gonna keep getting better pay or whatever, you're good at doing better. You're not gonna be working that job the same in 1 year or in 2 years. Like, you're gonna keep going up and up at whatever job you do, whether it's Food Line or you switch over to Walmart or whatever it is that
Oh, I
happens.
hated Walmart.
I know, but like if someone offered you a like tier 1 managerial position at Walmart after like 3 years at Food Line because they wanted to fuck Food Line in the butt and like make it harder on them, then what like, you know, they're gonna fucking yoink you away and boom, you got a job at Walmart now, and then you work there a little bit and then you're like, yo, Food Line, I like you guys better. Walmart pays a lot though. You want, and then they're like, yoink it back, and then you have your better job you enjoy with more money, but you leverage your position at Walmart because that's what you got to do. And I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I just know you. I love you. I love you too, Austin.
I love you as well, Austin.
Shut up. You don't know Austin. You won't love him if you talk to him. I'm kidding, Austin. Relax. It's a joke, dude. Shut up. I hear you already. I hear him like typing like at me like, you fucking bitch. But regardless of all that, what I meant was that's something good for the future. And by the future, I mean like 3-4 years, even 5 or 6. What I'm saying is right now, you're 22, bro. I'm 23. We can make some money right now. We need to work. You know what I mean? For me, work is not the same as work for you.
Oh yeah, I know. You got like
I've got
somehow
like weird things.
Yeah,
going
like
on.
you like got like the weirdest, like laid back but also not laid back kind of stuff that you do, which is so weird to me.
You guys are fucking old. Shut up, Sneaky. You're 12. I don't want to hear it,
He's
bro.
sneaky 12.
No.
Bruh, I told that
are you
guy-
21 or 22 now? He's 21 or 22.
Dude, we gotta know because I told that guy I'd express my aura all over him.
No, you told Nathan that. 22?
told
Yeah, he's 22.
everybody.
You're as old as Creighton, you fucking dumb idiot.
Yeah. Well, you're older though, Charlie. You're like
Yeah.
40.
I'm 41.
You gotta be careful. You put too much stress on your body. Dude.
Fuck.
Oh
Says
man.
like
So
what?
there's this guy I know that's like fairly young that has like high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like is really bad. Like you've met this person before?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know
Yeah.
who. Okay.
So
Is it
Dude.
the friend we met with the thing? With the dogs?
yes.
Little dog, big dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's funny.
dude, he's like a year older than us.
That's nuts to me.
And he's taking high blood pressure medicine. And
Listen.
they just had to up his dosage because he was getting like really bad nosebleeds because his blood pressure would just drop or go
Listen,
too high.
person, if you're watching or ever watch this, I've met you. You're very friendly, you're very nice, but holy shit, you are fucking your body up, bro. He needs to take from this podcast what anyone else should take
Oh, yeah.
earlier.
Like he has
Change
the
your
worst.
diet.
He has the worst health I've ever seen. He's like, oh, it's just the genes, and I'm like,
That's not.
you're
a
also
good
like
excuse.
going out and drinking every night and like fucking like drinking energy drinks.
Clickbait shirts are on. Richie, wait. Do I know you? Do I know your name? You've been here before, have you not? Whose emote is that? Who are you? I know who you are. Do I not? You followed me in July. Yeah, I know you. Who are you? Wait a second. I remember this name. Have you changed your name? I'm sorry. It's a new name, and they're like talking like they're always here. Like clickbait shirts are on. Wait, like hold on a second. I'm sorry. Go ahead. But yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, so
he's
like
crazy.
this.
I almost said his
I talked to him the other
Gumby's
day.
mod.
I talked to him the other day, right? And his justification is that now instead of drinking Coke,
he drinks Coke Zero. And I was like...
Listen, homie, whose name I will keep hidden for worry of him getting mad at me.
Yeah. And because
I
we're talking
stopped
about
drinking
his medical
soda.
health.
I stopped drinking soda in February, it'll be 4 years since I
Oh,
had
he
soda.
said he'd never watch this stuff.
I don't care.
He said he doesn't support us. He says
I
he
know.
thinks we're stupid and dumb for doing this.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait until we're millionaires, you quit your job, and I buy Food Line and fire him.
That would be hilarious.
Shit on.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so funny. Thanks, Coke Gaming. Oh my god. Coke Gaming's like a ridiculously popular ad on Twitch that people are like memeing because of how much it shows up. But I don't watch it because ad block. I mean, what? Anyway. No, wait. Where was I going? Coke Zero is healthy. Right. I stopped drinking soda 4 years ago. Opposed from minus the occasional root beer that is wheat carbonated. Oh my god, what the hell? What's going on? What? Oh my gosh, Coke, are you serious right now? Coke Gaming? What? You're invited to the Twitch partner program. Hi, I just got partnered. We got partner, boys. Ah, what? Coke Gaming, what is this? OG, thank you. That's, okay. Anyway. Chris, I'm going to DM you on Twitter.
Oh, hey.
I'm going to DM you a thing. Look at the thing I'm going to DM you. Real quick.
It's going to be 2 hours and 5 minutes.
I understand. Hold on. Boom. Look at that. And that'll do it. Boom. Anyway. I'm aware. We'll start to wrap it up.
Okay.
This was a good one. That was a very good podcast.
Solid one.
I enjoyed
We
this
got a
one a
bunch
lot.
of references that we can use.
Oh yeah, a lot of references. We'll have to rewatch this one.
We'll have to use these
Go-
references 3 times.
do you watch these?
So it doesn't cancel out.
Do you watch these?
Sometimes.
Or no?
I mean, like, okay, I never have enough time to just sit down and watch them.
Yeah, I've only watched one, and I only watched it because I was looking for that clip that was in the thing.
But, my mom
But was
watches
it
them,
good?
and she just recently watched the one with Bethany, because she's like, oh, hey, Bethany's on this one.
I think she'll like this
I was
one.
like, you're going to be surprised. I'm coming in and like halfway through, and says, oh, yeah, I haven't got there yet.
Your mom is very cool.
You're
Like-
ugly, you're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Why would you say that about my mom,
Not about
Charlie?
your mom. I clicked it by accident. Your mom's
that's
cool.
awful.
Your mom is like, out of all of our friends' moms, your mom is my favorite mom of the friend group.
Oh, yeah.
She's
She's been baking me cookies a lot lately. She just has like a shit ton of dough. And like my mom does this thing where she goes like on tangents of things for like a long time. And like right now, cookies is just her thing. Like if you want some, I'll bring you some. She makes
yes,
a good Tupperware.
bring
day.
some cookies, bro. I'll eat cookies. I'll fuck some cookies.
She's
up.
like she has nothing to do right now because she's not teaching. She's a teacher, by the way, and like they're on break from school.
yeah.
And she doesn't go back to like next Monday, so she's just been cooking shit. So yeah, just cookies. You want some?
Yes.
Pretty good. I'll bring you a Tupperware thing tomorrow. You gotta return the Tupperware though, Charlie.
Charlie thinks Creighton's mom is ugly. Where did you get that? Wait, is that a thing he
Oh
said?
no, yeah.
Oh,
he
it's
said-
'cause Dr. Phil
yeah,
said that.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you.
You
Give
did
me
play
$200.
that while you were talking about my mom, though.
So what I was doing was I was bringing it up to play after the conversation, and like when I like refreshed it to like pull the thing up,
It started playing.
it just played, and it's only 4 seconds. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll let it go." Cookies aren't healthy, Charles. Listen here, Chris. I don't give a shit, okay, bro? I have 3 more days to eat shit. Okay, I'm gonna eat shitty, disgusting food for 3 more days, and then I'm back on my health kicks. That's the way I look at it. I go 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. In 2 months, 3/4 of the time I drink it. Why don't you dip your cookies in your fucking gallon of coffee? I do.
He does.
Raise teacher wages. I agree. I think that's the thing that should happen. Teachers teach us. That's the thing they do, and they're good at it most of the time. You know what I liked about our high school? This will be the last thing we talk about.
No, it's okay. No, I just was saying. What I didn't mean like what.
No, I know.
God,
I'm just.
hurry
I know.
up.
I'm saying. Like, in 4 years, I had what? In the first year, in 9th grade, you have 5 classes a semester, and then the rest of the year you have, or the rest of high school, like sophomore, junior, and senior, you have 4 classes a semester. So that's a total of 8, it's 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's 31 classes throughout high school, right? Not counting, like, extracurricular stuff. Like, just classes you got to do, that's 31. I had, like, 2 teachers I didn't like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We got lucky with teachers in that high school. There were a lot of good teachers.
Oh yeah, well they had
Like-
to be. I mean, like, our high school is talked about as like one of the worst in our district because of the students,
Yeah.
not because of the teachers.
I think when
And
you-
I think like part of the reason like our
trauma,
teachers are so
like
good,
shared trauma, is they're used to shitty students.
not shared trauma. I think it's more like to stay there because of like how the students can be. You have to be like really dedicated to what you do and have like a real passion for it.
Did you
why
ever
I
have
think-
Miss Plexico?
No, but I knew
Oh.
I knew her because she
She
taught
was-
me in elementary school.
She's
and then
the
she moved to high
best,
school.
bro. That lady, I haven't seen her in years, and I still think of her as like a mother figure. I had a few teachers in high school because my mom hasn't been around, so like certain like female teachers really were like role model women for me in high school because I didn't have anything like that at home, So like her, Miss Allen, remember Miss Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have her?
No.
No. We didn't have a lot of the same classes.
We did.
Did we ever have a class other than art? Was that the only class we had
It's
together?
the only class. And Learn TV.
Yeah, on TV. That's crazy, right? For us to have ended up as good of friends
I
as we
was
are.
in the honors classes or whatever. Or were you in honors too? Or no?
I was in honors in middle school, and then the first year of, like, in 9th grade, I had a few honors classes, but
You dipped out.
I dipped out. And honestly, it was on purpose. I did bad on my exams on purpose end of 9th grade. I didn't want to do them. I didn't like them. I was like,
It
this
was
isn't
really hard. Like
Well,
I
it's
dipped
not-
out
it's
of
not that it
honors
was-
algebra.
I was good at exams. My problem was homework. Because I was
They
like,
piled on us.
I never did homework.
I remember coming over to your house when we were in high school, and you just didn't do homework. I was like, "What the fuck, Charlie?" Because I'd have to leave to go do homework.
I would
And you're like,
finish.
"Yeah, I'm not doing that shit."
I would finish. If I couldn't finish it in school, I wasn't going to do it. I told my teachers. I had teachers that would get mad at me because I wouldn't do homework, as they should. Teachers, I'm sorry. As they should. They should be mad at me. But I was like, look, I'm not going to do your homework. I do well enough on tests and in class to not do this homework. In all of high school, I got a D in 2 classes. One class, I got a D because I openly hated and started to do bad in the class because of the teacher. She bullied me and was very mean to me.
What class was that?
I'm not saying.
No, I mean like what subject?
I'm not saying.
Oh.
I'll tell you after the podcast. And then the other one, I was just stuck to pre-calculus. But other than that, I graduated with a 3.496, and I never did any homework at home. And I only had like 2 or 3 classes that didn't give homework out. I mean, I always had homework. The only homework I ever did, like, and probably never missed, was like history homework, because they would just they would finish their lecture in 20 or 30 minutes, and then give you the homework. Most people would just turn in their homework that day, Like, he would say, classwork is homework if you don't finish it. That's essentially, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they would say. History were my favorite classes. Because, like, history teachers are usually pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, look back at our history teachers. We had Mr. Nelson, fucking dope.
Yeah.
We had Mr. Selmer. I'm trying to think of any of the really cool guys that were, like, who were the 9th grade history people? Because you had to have a history class then, right?
I don't remember.
Or no, they didn't. History was like the first thing that like got taken out of the like core classes, like
Why
going
did
from
history
middle
get
school.
taken out?
Well, not. I don't know. I guess because it's not as
It was
applicable
I remember
like to
English,
jobs.
math, and
Science.
yeah.
Those are the 3 like that they made you take for sure in 9th
That's
grade.
dumb. They should have made you take history. I think history is important.
I do too, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's important to what jobs are now. You don't need to know about the Civil War to work at Starbucks. You need to do math. Math's really important. Science.
See, like you say
Things
that,
in
but I think
science
on
are pretty
on
important.
a philosophical level, you should.
No,
know
I agree.
history.
No, I
You
agree.
know?
I think everyone should take history classes because history is very good just for like history is what you take if you feel like you need better, what's the word I'm looking for? like common sense almost. Because history teaches you a lot of like, here's where you're fucking up in your life. Here's where these people fucked up. Here's where you're fucking up.
And this is, like, I think there's a quote from somebody who, if I took history classes in 9th grade, I would know who it is, because, you know, that's where the education system failed me. But
Wait, what?
there's a quote that's like, those who do not learn their history are doomed to repeat it. Somebody important
Yeah.
said that.
That's a good quote. Like, Caroline hates history. When I tell her, I'm like, look, bro, you don't understand. That shit's probably the most important thing you're learning as far as, like, what you're going to take with you for the rest of your life, like morally. Like, history will be the thing that you take with you to your grave when it, like, as far as what you learn from, like, what to and not to do to people and to society and where it all went wrong.
I think history is, like, one of the most interesting subjects, because not only is it morals and stuff, but, like, history isn't always accurate either. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're constantly finding things out about history that we thought that was not true.
Is like ever evolving, and like there's another quote that's like history is written by the victors.
Yeah.
So like,
That's a scary fucking quote.
yeah, and
That's
like,
a scary fucking
and it's
quote.
true. So like I feel like
Have you
if
seen
you're-
Interstellar?
no,
Okay.
but I feel like if you're going to learn history, you should learn it from multiple perspectives. Like, and that's why I wish they taught. That's why like they teach European history, or like I wish they would teach like history from other countries.
Yeah,
that what we-
more like almost like like the class is German history
Yeah,
or Korean history
yeah.
or Russian history, like
And talk
yeah.
about like their perspective of things, like say during like World War II or like.
I almost
the
want to like
Korean
go
War.
to a like how easy is it to audit college classes?
I don't know.
Because I would love to just go and be there and not like take the class, you know, like not go do like the exams
Like
and
just
shit.
go and observe, like what
go
you do
and
with David's class.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Because I knew David would let me. I don't know if you're allowed to just audit classes.
I don't know either. We'd have to ask.
Yeah,
I feel like,
I don't
but and
think
we'd
we-
have to ask the right person too.
yeah.
Because I feel like if we asked the wrong
Which
person,
some of the
then-
people in that school probably wouldn't give a shit. Not around here.
Well, probably
They'd
a lot of
they'd
them.
probably be happy that someone was taking initiative just to learn. You know what I mean? I just can't afford college. That's my
Well,
thing.
I think the only thing.
And college, honestly,
I think you can go and observe. I think like what you're paying for essentially is to be able to earn the credit.
yeah, and the degree.
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't need the degree. I don't think that we're gonna need degrees in the future as much as people think they need them now. And if we do, fucking oh well. Shit out of luck for me, I guess. But you know, I think that I'll be. I think I'll be okay. Like, I just want to go and like I want to take like public speaking classes. And just and like cooperate and be part of it, but not like actually do
Did you
the
take
work.
public speaking?
Nope.
Oh, you should have. There was this guy.
I heard that it's a fucking awesome class.
It is, but there was this one professor that I really liked. Something Kincaid. He's
Yeah,
actually like an actor and shit, and like
Mhm.
a bunch of shit. He has an IMDb page.
a lot of people do.
I know.
Paul has one.
Paul has one.
We should have them. According to him, he said, "Bro, you should have made IMDb's as soon as you started working at Learn TV because you guys have been part of a bajillion shows that are on air. You can put all of that on IMDb and have that as a resume for any job. Like that can be part of a resume.
How
Just
do
because
we make an IMDb?
You just go on and make an account. It's like making Facebook.
And
I mean,
can
it
you
really
add
is.
shit to your credit? and
Yeah.
everything? Oh, sweet. I'm gonna go because I kept all the shows that we've ever done. You know that, right? Like,
What do you
solid
mean
copies.
you kept them?
Like,
yeah, but-
every time I made a DVD copy, I'd make one for myself and keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like all of our stuff that we ever did. Well, that I did.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure you're on a lot of it because, like, you know,
Do it and make me one too.
make you.
Just
an
make
IMDb
my
page?
IMDb and start going through them
Oh,
as
dude,
each.
I'm gonna list porns that you're into.
Do it. You won't. My public speaking professor was deaf. What? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want to learn sign language really bad. Because I got the book, and I've learned a little bit, but it's hard to sit there and read a book about sign language.
You should read it like what's the
I want to
what's
find a
the
person.
one where you're deaf or not deaf but you're blind and you have to read it?
Braille.
You should read a book about
Sign language in
sign
Braille.
language in Braille. That shit would be. Could you imagine the person that has like the challenge of writing that book? For
Let's
somebody-
end this one. Look,
Yeah.
hold on. I love you guys. We're going to end this one real fast, and then we're going to continue our conversation.
before
But
I start making offensive
because I have to-
jokes.
Exactly. Let me hold on. Let me find somebody to raid.
Take a shit?
I do have to take a shit.
I have to pee too.
Okay. Well, hold on. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
I'm not leaving. I'm not here.
Who do we? Let's get Tyler. Tyler has less than train. They're playing Call of Duty. Okay. Stream sucked. Shirts are on. I'm sorry. But I love you. So there's that. We're gonna raid Phoenix Angel. Phoenix Angel 99. I love you guys. Have a fantastic night. Raid. We're gonna let that load up. And for those on YouTube, twitch.tv/CharlieBoy with an E at the end of boy. If you guys ever want to watch live, just follow that, and whenever I'm live, you can set notifications. Rating now. Bye, guys. Love you.